Alright, we're live.
We're live?
We're live.
We're live!
Hello, hello.
Hello. It's me again.
What's up, friends?
Is everything good sound right wise? Can you guys hear everything? We got a Nasir in chat. What's it sounding like?
Yeah, let's see how we sound.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All's good in the hood. Yeah.
All right. I don't believe we have any outstanding announcements to make this week. I will quickly note that for the eagle-eyed viewer out there, particularly those of you who like to catch up on the YouTubes, there hasn't been a video in a substantial amount of time. This is mainly due to what have been incredibly limited download and upload speeds since I've moved myself here to Cyprus for the next few months. But I will endeavor on days where I have, more freed up time in the future to make sure that those all get nice and cut and remastered for your viewing pleasure. Does anybody else have any announcements that they would like to put forth that may be of the personal nature?
None here.
No?
I'm good.
Alrighty.
Good
Well,
to go.
how about we start the session off before we get rocking and rolling playing the game of Dungeons and Dragons itself with a little treat for your oculars. You all heard the sonic pleasures of none other than our newest character Rhex last week, but you have yet to see this description realized. So, without further ado, we are very proud to reveal to you all the artwork for Rhex. James, if you would do me the honors.
I'm so hyped for
Me
this.
too. I can't wait. Yeah.
There he is.
Perfect.
And just for those wondering, Jake, full
Is that-
name, please.
Is that a puffy vest?
Oh, Rexalarius Eltalai Romulus,
It is.
Dariantalexalar the 18th. There he is.
There it goes.
He really does look like an '80s character, like Back to the Future.
Yeah, I was
Actually, that
just
name
thinking
so
Back
much,
to the
yeah.
Future.
Yep.
Yep, he's got those 80s slash space opera vibes, which I believe the Rhaegar were definitely designed with the intent of personifying. So,
I'm getting huge Bowie vibes.
yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
If you
There's
if
gotta
you look
be
up
some
if,
Ziggy Stardust in there, yeah.
I
If you
saw
look
that
up the
picture and
Rhaegar's-
now I'm pregnant.
yeah, if you look up the Rhaegar's original description in the like appendix, it's literally just a description of Bowie. Like it's nothing else to it. It's literally just these people are the Star Children.
Yeah.
Imagine a mad scientist go up to him, it's like, "Come on, we gotta stop Kid and Penders from writing Sonic comics.
Oh my
Ruin a whole
god.
generation of people."
Well, thank you, Christina, who managed to get that one out as
Thank you,
quickly as
Christina.
possible and to a, well, I believe a very high quality and standard. So
It's
that
beautiful.
will be.
Fantastic. Enormous.
I'm sure we'll see more artwork down the line.
It's well worth the wait.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I believe without further ado, our next matter that we have to undergo is turn. It's been a couple of weeks, but we have prepared for you all another Sonic Delight, an introduction, a recap brought to you by none other than Praecordium himself. Let me just quickly get that file over to the crew. Okay, So, on the count of 3, if we would like to initiate the following announcement, the audience who weren't here last week will be informed of what underwent. 3, 2, 1, Praecordium.
Ahem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Flight D1L0N with service from New Sean Interplanetary Spaceport to Capri. We are currently 3rd in line for takeoff and are expected to be in realm space in approximately 8 minutes. We ask that you please fasten your seatbelts at this time and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. We also ask that your seats and table trays be in the upright position for takeoff. If you need anything, pull the cord above your head and one of our fine attendants will be through the nearest vent to tend to you. Please turn off all personal magical devices, including cauldrons and scrying stones. Sadly, there will be no in-flight service meal today due to our head chef Torque being drafted into the Imperial Elven Navy. In-flight entertainment will be provided by the glorious Bellipop Renoir and a new member of our crew, a Rhaegar named Rhex. It will be about a 2-day journey to Capri, so settle in for the long haul, folks. However, the weather is expected to be fair upon our arrival. When you disembark, you can find yourself a guide to the underwater city of Marinopolis. I believe a man named Big D will be ours. After getting set up with some juju juice and a bubble boy suit, you're welcome to join us at the Pearl Trident for some drinks. Lastly, due to realm space regulations, I'm legally obligated to warn you that there is, in fact, a live jaguar aboard this Spelljammer. Thank you for choosing Artemis Airlines. Enjoy your flight.
Okay, for what it's worth, it's a panther. Okay,
A sex panther.
a sex
Yeah.
panther.
Thank
It's
you,
that kind of
James,
misinformation that's going to get people hurt.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely. Thank you, James, for that
Artemis
wonderful.
That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you like
That's
the
awesome.
vent thing, John?
That was fantastic.
There's a lot of little nuggets of gold interlaced throughout that
fantastic.
announcement.
That was really good.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go back and watch that later.
Go. All right. Well, as Praecordium alluded to, the party does find themselves within the most happeningest, I should say, of bars in the splendid subaquatic city of Marinopolis, the Pearl Trident. After a night of indulgence, drinking of the finest cocktails, many a blend of the flavors of the sea, the party took themselves a quick respite before discussing what would be their next motive of action.
Alright, I think we should probably get some kind of lead on where we can get this book. We made the journey out here, we gotta see it through.
I can't believe I've never heard of goat whiskey. What were you saying, Gideon? I'm sorry. I was obsessed with this drink.
That's all good, it happens to the best of us. I'm trying to think of a lead that we can get on to try to find this book.
Goat whiskey? What? How did they get this?
Do you have any friends here, Gideon?
Well,
Sorry, what
the
did you
main
say
one's
again?
right behind the
Oh.
bar. Yeah, the main person I know here is behind the bar, and I've met see that dude over there, the crazy looking one? Seen him once or twice, but how you doing? Dave, was it? Salty Dave?
Dave!
Yeah. You're the kind of face that someone can't forget.
Why do they call him Salty Dave?
Because you don't like pepper.
I cannot
Next
argue
question.
with this immense logic.
That was too good, Justin. That was too
It's
smooth.
really
Thank
good.
Guys, all I gotta say, I've just been licking this alcohol lollipop, and I feel really good right now.
Excellent, Epta.
Good.
You
Yes.
don't look any better, but
Let-
soon that will come.
Let out
Not
your-
at all.
Let out your inhibitions.
Not at all.
I really want to go to a bookstore after this.
A bookstore.
Do you know how to read?
Why?
Of course he knows how to read. Look how big his brain is.
When I was with my teacher, we would read a lot.
I have seen very big containers with nothing in them.
No, I can't argue with that. Just I'm not allowed in here. It's the only thing I could find value in myself. But I guess there's always going to be someone smarter than me.
You humble yourself, Epka. You are very intelligent and very good at doing laundry.
I'm good at that one thing. Yes.
If I can impart a bit of wisdom, it's that whatever you're looking for, you're never going to find it in a book.
I just
Well, I'm
reading.
not so sure about that.
Gideon, we're talking.
Whoa.
My mistake.
It's rude to interrupt when people are talking. Gideon.
Carry on.
I'm not really looking for anything. I just like to read. That's it.
Might I suggest a new hobby?
Dancing, perhaps.
Yes.
Oh god.
I think it's a lovely idea to bring Epka to a bookstore when we have spare time. Especially since we're looking for a book. Maybe one might be there.
Very well, but he's not riding the Rex Panther.
Okay. I'll dance, but only if I'm by myself and no one's looking. I do a little jiggy like this.
Well, that's going to make the audition a little bit difficult, but we'll work around it.
Okay.
Sometimes they bring people on for the comedy.
Wait, but you just said you would only dance if no one's watching, and you just danced right in front of us.
Oh god.
As far as I'm concerned, he can dance if he wants to. He can leave his friends behind.
Oh my god.
Inspiration to everyone.
No.
No.
De-inspired.
Inspiration.
DMCA.
Yeah, exactly.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, while we're at it, Salty Dave, happen to know anything about any kind of fancy cookbooks?
Fancy cookbooks, in the land beyond.
I look to Precorium and say, this might have been a bad idea to ask him.
I don't know, he seems rather wise.
I get a feeling he has no idea what he's talking about.
Oh, for sure, but that doesn't mean he isn't wise.
That's so
See, he's
I
like
used to have
taking
a
a-
teacher who had no clue what he was talking about.
He's picking his nose with his hook hand. Ah.
Maybe this guy is a bit far gone.
You're incredible.
Well, maybe forget about. You got it.
Oh no, I just want to say that guy's incredibly brave for doing that with the hook. He could really hurt someone.
There's a fine line between incredibly brave and incredibly stupid.
You know what, Epta? I think you need adventure in your life, and I don't think books are the way you're going to get it, my dear lad.
I had enough adventure for a while, but I feel like I'm going to get more regardless of what I want.
This
got
is
a point.
correct, because you are being hunted by space squids.
Yes, and I do not want my brain to get eaten.
Correct.
Rex will take out his journal and write down space squids. Noted. Excellent.
Well, perhaps we forget about Salty Dave here and just go where a cookbook would be. In a kitchen.
Or
Just
a
in the kitchen.
bookstore.
Well, one of the bankrupt kitchens.
Wait,
Do
so
you
what
know
is
of
this?
one here?
Yes,
Well, they're performing just down the street.
I thought you didn't want us to go down that route, Bellipop. Why the change of mind?
Well, I simply didn't wish to attend the performance and sully the reputation of my old show if you had to watch that pathetic Chad Razorbeak perform. But we could sneak in through the kitchens. Simply steal the book and be done with it.
His parents must have been criminals. Who, except a criminal, would name their child Chad?
My point exactly. So you understand my plight.
Sorry, Teddy. Chad's in the audience.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not sorry.
Hey, shout out to
I doubled down.
shout out to my homie Chad who said he was gonna be watching tonight.
Chad sucks and everyone knows it.
The last name Razorbeak is cool, though, I suppose.
yeah, man, I wish I had a last name.
Why before I joined, didn't you win a cooking competition of some sort? We'll simply pose as chefs, in and out. It'll be a covert operation.
The thing is, the main one that knew anything about cooking's gone now.
Well, you're in luck, because I happen to be a master chef.
Wow, you're incredibly talented.
You're not the first to say so.
Since when did you join the military?
And it was some time ago.
Do you actually know a thing or two about cooking?
Chop it up, put it in a pot, boil it, blanch it, stick it in a stew, things like that.
More than I know.
DMCA.
Oh no, the hobbits are coming.
I would like to apologize to Amazon. Jeff, if you're listening.
Jeff, please don't.
I don't think I'd be any use here since I don't get much out of cooking. I only eat ice.
Well,
I'm sure you're excellent for menial labor.
That is true.
If nothing else. Besides, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's in and out.
So we just need to grab the book and we could just go on our way?
We won't dig into that.
Oh, you should.
Well, if Bellipop wants to pose as a chef and we had one or two people accompany him, I think we might be able to pull this off. I got a new spell I've been working on, and I think this might be the perfect opportunity for it.
Bellipop, don't they know you?
Well, I'm afraid to drop this on you, Master Praecordium, but everyone knows me. I'm renowned across the stars.
Yes, but won't they be like, hey, didn't we kick you out of this circus?
Well, you're forgetting that I'm a master of disguise.
Oh.
What?
Yes, I do.
Man,
He has proven that.
you must feel silly to kick out someone as
Has he?
talented as you are.
Perhaps you remember the Dark Wing?
Oh, yes.
Let's get
Yes, I do remember.
So you've seen it yourself, and you agree wholeheartedly.
Sure, why not? I'm just along for the ride at this point.
That's how I've been living my life.
After you're really bringing me down a note. You've got to rein it in.
I'm sorry.
No, stop that. That is making it worse. I'll let you ride on the Rex Panther if you'll cheer up.
Okay, fine. I'll go on the Panther to make sure everyone feel better.
No, it's for you. What? Get on.
I feel
Careful, he gets very motion sick.
Oh,
no,
no.
I just no sudden movements or I get very anxious.
I mean, he's already green.
I thought it was great, but you probably know more about colors than I do.
Is he all right?
No.
He's really quite pathetic, isn't he?
Yes, truly.
I won't deny that.
Maybe next time offer him your glasses.
I think they'll fit around my head.
I'll buy him a separate pair.
Certainly screen the frames.
All right, well, Bellipop, your idea might be as good as any at this point, so how about we go on and get this started?
So who's going in? Perhaps it's a good time for our new friend Master Rex to show off his skills.
My skills in what? What do you want me to perform? Do you want me to gallivant amongst the nobility here and impress them?
The plan with the cooking. The one we just talked about.
I'm not good at
For an
cooking.
extended period.
What did you want me to do there?
You need only pretend to be. You speak with such confidence. The rest of the crew can learn from you.
It's true, you do speak with a lot of confidence. I believe you know everything at this point.
Barkeep, do you possess a chef's hat?
A chef's hat? Well,
Or a
one of the
cook's-
boys in the back probably has one. What do you need it for?
Just to borrow it. I'm playing a part in a movie.
What's a movie?
Whatever that is.
You'll know soon.
Oh,
Perception check.
Sorry.
You might not get it, but your kids will love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where is? Hold on.
And you will hate it because you don't understand what your kids love.
Unforged, it
All right.
has a big
17.
arrow.
We'll take it.
It has a big arrow for wherever Jake is pointing.
I don't know how
Yeah,
he
I
did that.
don't
He
know
did that
what that
last
is.
week, and we
I
haven't
don't know
done
how to
it
turn it off.
since.
Yeah.
It's in character though. If you
It
think
is.
about
Yeah.
Here.
I'm just flashier than the rest of you. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, look at what I'm looking at.
There you go. Perfect.
17. Oh,
Yep.
well, sounds important. I'll go
Yes,
run
yes.
into the back and get you one.
Perfect. Two,
Okay.
please. Actually.
All right. Melistopheles will run into the back of the kitchen, come back with 2 poofy chef's hats, places them down.
Thank you, my dear man. Here, Bellipop for you. And he'll try to. He has to like stuff his red hair into the hat as it
Mhm.
slides down over his head partially. Perfect. I look exactly the part of a chef now.
sunglasses and everything.
it's uncanny.
Yes. Thank you.
You do not need the overalls. You know.
I refuse.
Oh,
Well, you're going to have to put on an apron.
I refuse. I'm simply too talented for an apron.
He's so
But
good
you see,
at-
you're playing a part.
Is it
It's
sequined?
important.
Yes, he's
it a
playing the
secret
part.
union?
He's playing the part of a chef who's so good he never spills.
Thank you.
No,
But it can be sequins. We can find a local bedazzler.
You know,
Alright,
of
I-
all
I
the
do
cities in the
bedazzler.
world, I think that this is the one that would have a bedazzler.
It's true.
official job title, Bedazzler.
Rob, we'd like to search for bedazzler.
Yes,
roll
please.
roll
Yeah.
for bedazzler.
Can I use a gather
Uh,
information check to search for a bedazzler, please? Thank
You're
you.
playing the wrong system again, Jake.
Oh.
Here we go. How would you like to search for a bedazzler? Are you going to ask the people of town, or are you going to simply snoop around the city until you spot one?
Oh, we'll check the phone book.
Of course. You know, the shell phone.
Yeah, with the green pages.
This is the quality content you're here for.
It's a one big wave.
Like losing viewers by the minute every single time.
We're at 13. That was
There you go. And it's gone. Yeah, mhm.
Hey.
Okay. So I imagine Rex is going to use his ample charisma to try and convince these lesser folk to bestow him with the knowledge he seeks.
Sure, we'll go with that. Excuse me, denizens of the bar. Do you know the whereabouts of a bedazzler, as they call it?
Roll a persuasion check, see if anyone takes such a
It's a
question
pirate.
seriously.
It's a
I have to
pirate.
roll things. Unacceptable.
a pirate with like a fucking bedazzled like peg.
Oh, Not 20! You can't deny me now, Rob!
There are bedazzlers all over town. It's so weird.
His eye patch has like.
Yeah.
Have you tried going to the Bedazzler District?
District, excellent.
Yes, they got everything there. From
That
fine
sounds like-
rare corals to shiny shells.
Sounds like my kind of district. The Bedazzling District. Let's go. Come on, Rex.
Who knew
Panther.
that Marinopolis was the bedazzling capital of the multiverse?
Well, it's truly the height of civilization.
I mean,
Hang on, Epta.
the
Yeah!
dudes playing hacky sack on the surface were a dead giveaway.
It was a
They
sequel
had like
hacky sack.
super, like sparkly, almost like Swarovski style crystal hacky sack. Okay. You guys got to walk out of the bar and back into the watery depths of Marinopolis at large,
I get
into the
my bubble man suit.
yes, into the bubble man suit, not the bubble
Can
boy
we get our
suit.
stipends from Gideon before we go?
Oh,
No.
stipends.
Money,
I have been here for
please.
only a mere day and a half, roughly. Can I have my money, please?
Money,
What
please.
stipend?
Money, please.
I
Goes
don't
up in
have
the air
any money
and
on
up.
my sheet. I always give it to like someone else. I don't know what
It
happened.
is important that a captain pays his crew.
Also, was kind of hinting at, do we have money? Do we have any money?
I have money because I save my money.
I am.
So there's
But
the
I didn't-
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
didn't-
Thank you.
I didn't buy anything. I don't know what happened to all of my money. I think I gave it to you or something. I don't know.
You gave it
Give
all
it
to
to Yue.
Yue.
Oh,
gave it
and
to
then
Yue.
Yue got kidnapped.
Exactly. So all your money is gone.
Oh. Money, please.
I will
Talent
dole
like
out-
this doesn't pay for itself.
I will dole out begrudgingly 20 gold to everyone.
Yay!
Fantastic. This will pay for all of my bedazzling expenses.
But I suppose
I
it'll
never
give me
did
free
anything
lunch.
for you.
Wait, what do I do with this?
Captain Gideon, first of all, you tell Captain Gideon that he's handsome. Captain Gideon, you're very handsome.
Look at him.
Thank you for noticing.
Captain, you're very handsome. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm going to go and take my ward to the bookstore because he asked to, while you guys go and bedazzle yourselves.
Okay, that sounds good.
To the Bedazzling District.
We'll meet at the carnival, I guess. Bye, have fun.
You got your Batman sting on
Right.
your soundboard, Jake. No.
Can I do it now? No, not anymore, unfortunately. Oh,
No, probably
not
gets
anymore,
sued, so
unfortunately.
don't do
Sorry. Not. No.
I think we would.
Can I do the thing now? Please. Darling, please. Can I do it now? Yeah! I'll just take that as a yes. Yeah! Your silence is confirmation. All right.
Okay, off we go.
The Bedazzling District.
All right, so the party, at least half the party. Who's going to the Bedazzling District? Is it
Split
just
the party. Split the party.
Precordium and Epka are going to the bookstore because his ward wants to.
okay? So you guys are going to the bookstore. Where's Gideon going?
I'll probably go to the bookstores. Actually, I kind of want to case the joint ahead of time, but I don't want to go by myself.
Well, who else
Maybe
needs a
I'll-
costume? I'm not going in there by myself.
I think you're going with Rex, aren't you?
Just the
Yeah.
two?
Yeah, just you pair.
Okay.
I was gonna cast invisibility
I'm going to ruin it.
and kind of follow at a distance.
Now you got this.
You
All right, so
overestimated me.
I hope so.
we will front up in the Bedazzling District.
It's the largest district in the city.
It's somehow by some bedazzling miracle. You're right. It occupies at least a quarter of the entire city in its entirety. It's just shop after shop selling shiny knickknacks, tiny little sequin jewels.
Streets paved with cheap plastic gems.
Yes, absolutely. It's in the day. It's blinding
Thingamabobs
here.
everywhere.
Like the
It's like a
rays of
disco
sun
ball.
go all the way through the deep ocean, and once it hits
Who's
the
its and
thing,
what's
like,
its galore?
spreads out.
Uh-huh.
Local bedazzling competitions.
They only
Every
take
other
fake
store
currency.
has a sign that says, shop name. Probably the largest bedazzling shop in Marinopolis.
There's one shop that says 99-cent bedazzling, and the next one that says 98 cents bedazzling.
Exactly. Yeah. The one says, going out of business, all bedazzlements must go. Yeah,
It's the bankrupt cartel's front here.
definitely. Definitely the bankrupt cartel shop front. Okay. Do you have any of this array of bedazzlement stores? Do any pique your interest? Any of a particularly hilarious name that you want to riff off of, seeing as you have invented this entire district in this world?
That one.
Jim's Bedazzles.
Jim's Gems. Okay, we're going into Jim's Gems.
There we go.
Okay, Jim's Gems.
Justin coming in with the save.
Nice. Nice. Good one, Justin.
And the word with the desk name is Jam?
Jam. Jim's Gems. Jam works at Jim's Gems. Hi, welcome to Jim's Gems. I'm your server today, Jam. How would you like to be bedazzled?
Bedazzled.
Well, very much so, sir. We've come for the bedazzling of a lifetime.
Oh, and you'll get it. What do you need bedazzled? Your person, your possessions, your
Bedazzle me,
loved
baby.
ones.
He's
It's
so
sacred.
done
Take
with
that.
everything.
Do you do your bedazzlings in a private room?
Yes.
You do bedazzling appointments.
Yes.
Could we have
Please don't let it be another one of those.
a happy
Private
ending to
bedazzling.
bedazzling?
Do you do tutoring in the ways of bedazzling?
I mean, I've never done it before, but I guess I could.
First, just this apron.
By the way, Gam is a giant turtle whose entire back shell is encrusted in coral and shiny rocks.
This is my favorite.
Does it look
place,
like a
you know.
Claire's in here?
Yes, it is absolutely a Claire's. It's like all kinds of little like twine hair ties that they'll break under no pressure. Cheap earrings made from sterling, no, not even sterling steel. Like it's just this kind of stuff that will immediately give you an allergic reaction.
You can get your ears pierced here.
Everyone who's also in the shop is like a 12-year-old girl. So
I would also like a bedazzled stud in my right lobe.
okay, I can do that for you.
And this apron. This isn't the entire
Okay.
thing.
Take your pants off and get up on the table.
I mean, all right. Turn your heads, please.
That's how you know they're professionals.
I don't know why I'm taking my pants off, but I trust your expertise.
You said you wanted a private bedazzlement.
I'm going to put my pants back on. Not like that.
You laugh, but this happens in real life.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
I
when you're
believe
older.
the term is different though for that particular job.
Right.
I'll look at Jam and go, I'm sorry, it's his first time.
That's all right. I was nervous too.
He's not wrong. I mean, not that you aren't
Now look at me.
attractive, but... oh,
Just covered head to toe in bedazzlement.
so flashy.
I mean, you're
but no,
pretty
just the apron.
dazzling as is. Just the apron? Okay.
What did you
That'll
say?
be 3 gold pieces.
Did you say I was dazzling?
Yes, very.
I'll take the private session now. We can go.
Take the
All right, come on back.
No, anyways, just continue. Just say apron here, and then the lobe right there. Mm.
Okay, all right. And he'll take the apron from you and like incredibly slowly start placing down individual gems and pieces of shells. It takes an absolute age for him to do what you think is a very basic task.
Gem's a true artisan.
Is there anything we should be doing in the meantime, Gideon? We can simply leave him here to his task.
Gideon's casing the joint. He ain't there.
Yeah. It's just
Well,
you and
you
Belly
can-
Pop.
If we're waiting, I'll have my chef's hat done and apron. I'm gonna need it hemmed too, because I'm gonna need a little apron.
Right. Need it taken up. Okay. Yeah, he can do all that.
Well, if we're
5
going to be
people.
waiting for a little bit, I do have one task at the herbalist. Perhaps you'd like to accompany Rex?
Certainly. I don't know what you have planned, but I like that. I like the surprise.
Oh my god.
Very well. Epta, off the Rex Panther. That is Bellipop's seat now.
Jam, can you point us to the most expensive herbalist in town?
The most expensive herbalist. Well, that would be Nanny Umbantu. And he'll point out. If you just go down the road, all the way to the Fishbone District, you'll find her. She works out of the skull of a megalodon.
That is so cool.
God damn.
That is
Well,
how
off
I
we
would
go
like to
then.
work. Yes, we go. Hop on, Bellipop.
Rawr.
Yeah.
Off you go on the Rex Panther. Meanwhile, in a much more modest row, one that contains coffee shops, underwater bubble-blowing bars, which is the equivalent of like hookahs, and bookshops. Find Epta and Praecordium, as well as an invisible Gideon.
I think Gideon's casing the carnival.
Yeah, I'm casing the circus.
Oh, I thought you
Oh.
were casing the bookstore. When you said that, I thought you were saying that you were
Why are we
casing
casing the bookstore?
I don't know why we're going to
Is
the
it booby
bookstore,
trapped?
but we're going to the bookstore.
Because Epta's
Because
having a
Epta
midlife
asked
crisis.
for it, and
Epta
I-
thinks he can
exactly.
read.
Epka's having an end-of-life crisis because he will die any moment. Look at those veins.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest sort of thing I know.
Well, you
How
approach
old
the
are
local
you?
bookstore.
27.
Oh wow.
There you go. So the bookstore is aptly named Soggy Scrolls.
Oh, no,
Seems
we have to the book.
rather mediocre. Made out of a bunch of driftwood, probably salvaged from a sunken pirate vessel or
Hello.
frigate.
I assume
It's dry on the
you're-
inside.
Oh.
Has an incantation cast on it so that the scrolls and books do not get wet. You know, that would be very
Do
good for
not,
business.
In fact, become soggy.
No, the great irony.
I'll get out of my bubble man suit.
Okay, you get out of your Bubble Man suit. You step in.
Oh.
There is a dreary old sea elven, bookworm librarian type, bespectacled. Their hair is neatly tucked up into a bun. They wear dungarees.
I need a book for my young ward who is older than me. And he pats Epka on the shoulder.
Yes.
What kind of book are you looking for?
What kind of book are you looking for, Epka?
Dealer's choice.
Your favorite book. Give it to this guy. I can't call him a kid anymore because he's older than me. This is weird. Why am I in charge of you?
I don't know. It's just Mr. Witch trying to just sent me over here to you, and I'm just following his orders, and therefore yours.
This seems like a very poor decision.
I don't know. I just saw you in a dream. I
I
thought
know.
maybe I was important for the universe, but now I'm starting to really doubt myself. Yeah.
Yes. I have a few other books I would like to look for, but first, dealer's choice for this thing.
Fact or fiction?
What's fiction?
Fabricated tales.
Oh. Do you mean like the space buddy and the space turtle?
What are you talking
I've not
about?
heard of that book, but it sounds like it probably is fiction, yes.
Oh.
I mean, you never know.
Yes, true. This is realm space.
Anything but fiction. I don't get fiction. This concept of fiction. You have like a biology book?
Oh, yes. I have many a bestiary or naturalist journal.
Any of that. Just don't. I don't want to read any fiction.
Okay. He's gonna reach up to the bookshelf behind the desk and pull down a book and blow off the cover. This is a rather new book. Ignore the dust. That's simply from all of these scrolls that no one ever buys because as soon as they take them outside, they deteriorate and places it down. And the cover reads, Volo's Guide to Wild Space.
Oh.
It's a creationist book.
It's a creationist. I mean, technically, like, all D&D books are, like, creationist books,
Fucking
right?
Volo is such a shyster. He's like, this is my first time in realm space. I'm gonna write a book about this place. And he's already got a fucking book out. Like, what is his...
Yeah, he
his
wrote one
plan?
before he came to Wild Space.
Oh!
He just, like, took other people's words and was like, okay, this is mine now.
Funny.
Yeah.
How much for the book?
Oh, for this piece of... many people consider this basically fiction, but there's some
wait.
good truths in here.
It'll be a good exercise. You can
So,
find out what inside of this book is truth or lies. Scandalous lies.
unfortunately, this book comes at a premium, you see. Its author takes quite a heavy commission on every copy sold, so it will cost 5 gold pieces.
Okay. Can you tell me which pages are true and which are false, so I can avoid the fiction?
No, that's the whole exercise for you, Epka. It'll be good for you to find that out on your own.
Okay.
Yes.
I just don't get the reason behind making fabricated tales.
Yes, but if you're able to tell what is fake and what is real, then you'll be able to avoid fabrication more easily.
Okay. I guess I'll take this and maybe a history book for a little bit of night reading.
What kind of history? What era? What location? What topic?
Well, this is my first time to Capri. Maybe it'd be like a little souvenir just to, make a general history book of Capri.
Yes, I have an almanac containing an overview of Capri's written history, and pull down a book that reads Volume 1, The History of Capri, dates minus 35,000 DR to 1350 DR.
Damn.
Has everything except for the last 147 years.
This looks like some good light reading. I'll take it. So 5 for bolos, and how much for this?
2.
2, so 7. Here you go.
Thank you very much. I would put them in your bubble man suit to keep them dry.
Yes.
Yeah, don't mind, Precordium?
Epka, why don't you go over to that like nice little reading nook and start reading a little bit? I want to have a conversation with this fine establishment owner.
Okay. Yeah, Epta will just go in the corner and put the bolos down and start reading the almanac.
I need everything you own on the planet of Glyph.
I don't sell those kinds of books here.
What if it were very important that I am to learn more about this place for my, I don't know, destiny, fate? Would you be willing to sell that kind of book to me then?
It is not some level of morbid curiosity.
No, it is a level of life or death curiosity. I must know more if I wish to survive.
Gonna look around and then lean over the teller's desk. You're not a cop, are you?
No. He might be, but that's why I need to know more. You know, like these weird monk guys? I don't know. What's the name of them, Rob?
Weird monk
The
guys.
Jedis. What is the name of the Jedis? You're the one that made him, Rob.
I'm so lost. Weird monk guys
the
who are
Jedi guy
Jedis.
who brought me Epka.
Oh! You mean Windstrider or whatever his
Yes, Windstrider. The dude with the Padawan brain.
Dump
right,
that
yeah.
kid like Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Precordium.
Hello, Precordium.
Hello there.
Yeah, I know.
General Kenobi.
The cops might have something to do with this, but I ain't no snitch.
Roll a persuasion check.
Right.
Convince him that you're not a narc.
I ain't no knock.
I am a narcoleptic.
Narc. Who's there?
That
Ooh!
is a
Oh.
23.
23. Okay. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny.
Do you, like, literally need a pretty penny, or are you gonna just tell me a price already?
20 gold.
Damn, that's like all my money, bro. I have another book that I need.
That's my whole allowance.
Can I talk to you about the other book that I need, and maybe we can work out, you know, a bundle deal of some sort?
Okay. What's the other book that you need?
I need a book about the meaning of dreams.
Meaning of dreams. Like a philosophy.
Yes, you say you had a dream about a toaster exploding on, like, your cat dying or
What's
something.
a toaster?
I don't know, but I had a dream about it, and I need to know why.
I see. That's fairly simple and not illegal to trade in. How about this? I have a particularly sought after tome here. And I have one that I have transliterated. And the other is in its original format. I no longer require it. But it is in deep speech.
I don't think I know deep speech, do I?
I'll sell it to you for half the price.
Sell it to me for half the price. No,
He's
I
going
don't
to
know
lean
deep
over the
speech.
table. Maybe your little friend understands the language of those who enslave his people.
Yes, but I don't want to involve him in this. you see, I have to protect him, and I feel as though showing him such things and having him read them would be very poor on the scale of protecting him.
Surely he's experienced many of the horrors of these illithid.
Yes, and I've experienced being made fun of in class. Do I want to read a book about being made fun of in class? No!
Well,
I'll just pay the 20 gold. Forget the dream journal. Here it is.
very well. He'll hand you the translated copy of the book. And the book reads Ledgers and Transmissions between the first and second Nautiloid fleets.
Thank you.
Very well.
And
A wonderful day, Bubble Man.
I give him an angry look because I wanted that dream journal too. Wait, how much is the dream journal?
2 golden pieces.
Epka,
Huh?
can I borrow 2 golden pieces?
Yeah, sure. I was almost done with this book anyway.
All right, I'll pay you back.
Yeah, it's
He
okay.
hands up the 2 golden pieces.
Okay.
Wait, you're almost already done with the book you got?
It was fun.
What the
Let's look at the pictures.
I didn't like the pictures, but I did like the words.
All right.
Is he like holding the book upside down?
Probably.
It's like challenging myself.
All right. I put all of our
He's
books
like
into
consuming it.
I put all of my books into my Bubble Man suit, but they're like all on one leg, so I'm like kind of standing off kilter.
It's like reading upside down. It's like the Dark Souls of reading.
Oh my god.
What are Dark
like-
Souls?
Lifting your leg up each step to try and move it because it's so weighed down by all the books. Okay. You might want to cover the. You know.
Yes, it's in a brown paper bag.
Oh, good. Yes. Good thing I drank a 40 earlier.
Yeah, thanks, bud. And if anyone
All right.
asks, I don't know who you are.
You never asked for my name.
Oh, well, we're sorry.
Who am
What's your
I?
name?
I don't know.
That's right. He slowly backs out the door.
I'm
He's
sorry.
the only man I've ever seen who looks the way he does.
Sorry.
And he's wearing a Bubble Man costume.
Bubble Man costume. It's not a
You
costume.
can never pick me out.
It's a tool.
It's
My amusement.
my amusement. Alright, so
Let's blow this
out go
popsicle
Prae
stand,
and Epta.
We're going to the carnival.
Yeah, meanwhile, doing main character shit. Gideon is exploring the
put on main
outskirts
character
of the
music?
circus.
Rob?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me find some main character music.
Hold on, I'll shift him to your spot. No.
Yeah, put him where I'm supposed to be.
That took me out. That took me out. Doing main character stuff.
Is he wrong? No.
Progressing the main plot. Here we go.
Is there any kind of eatery around, or is it all just carnival stalls?
It's the same. It's the exact same setup as the last time you came to the carnival. So there's obviously like the big pitched, big top, the like central circle where the performance happen. But then off to the side is also this carnival of food, wine, and games like you participated in before.
I will go to the food stand and ask if they have anything new in stock. Anything that'll really tickle my fancy, as they say.
If you recall, the last time you came to the carnival, there was a half-orc who was serving, basically conducting himself as the manager and also the roaster of the meats in the kind of like big Flintstone-esque stylized haunch wagon, and he kind of hurries his way over to you. Something new? Have you visited before?
Yabba dabba don't believe so.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Well, we've got a brand new array over at the roasted meat section, but if you're more about the fish, we're making the most of the bounty here. Some fine articles that we've only recently come into. First debuted over on the Rock of Brawl not less than a week ago.
Keep talking.
Well, we also have our juicery. Yes, freshly muddled and blended.
No, about the new stuff. I'm hungry.
That's all new too. Yes. I mean, if you're thirsty, you got the juice. If you're hungry, we got all kinds of delectable delights: meat, fish, vegetables, everything for any palate. All with abundance of peculiar flavors and exotic ingredients. Yeah.
What's your best item and your newest item? And hopefully they're one and the same.
Newest and best item. Well, you can't go wrong with a Stardust Stick.
Does that sound familiar? Ring a bell from
Yeah.
Large Luigi's? I see. I'll take one if you don't mind.
Very good. He'll turn around and pick a Stardust Stick off of it's like the dessert table, and he'll place it down into a like whirling repository of sugar, and he essentially hands you a like a taffy that is now encrusted in candy floss.
I'll take a bite. I'm guessing it tastes familiar.
Yeah, it tastes divine, incredibly sweet, melts in your mouth, familiar.
I see. Well, this is damn delicious right here. My compliments to the chef. And you mind if I ask who that might be in this colorful world of chaos?
Yours truly, and he'll probably place his hands on his hips.
What's your name? I just want to shake your hand.
I'm Ragongar, and he'll shake your hand.
Pleasure to meet you. Alright, I'm gonna go try my hand at some skee balls, so if you don't mind.
Oh, have a pleasant day. Oh, that'll be 2 silver for the Star Stick.
You know what? I like your face. Here's 1 gold.
Oh, thank you. Everybody tells me I'm soft. And he'll take the 2 silver.
No, I gave him a gold.
Oh, gold. You get. Wow, that's big.
Actually, give me 1 more stick. We'll
of course. He'll give you another stick.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna leave.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine.
All right, and I will look around the rest of the place. Not really looking for anything specific because I think we have our lead right here. And yeah, after that, I'll probably head back to the bar.
You're gonna head back to the bar.
After I look around for a little bit.
Yeah, after you're done, kind of perusing the carnival area, our most fabulous of duos has made their way over to Auntie Mungabwe's.
Well, I don't know what a megalodon is, but that sure looks like a big old mouth.
We must walk in through the gullet, Bellipop watery.
After you, my fabulous friend.
Yeah. The Rex Panther will plot its way through the skull opening.
So you plod your way through the skull opening, and this is another almost like airlocked off section, magically imbued so that the interior does not get sopping wet. Inside, the floors and interior of the skull are inlaid with this almost otherworldly, peculiar black metal alloy that is incredibly smooth and so pitch dark that it almost like absorbs all of the light in around it. In the center of the skull, like at the top of the hemicircle of the megalodon's head, is hanging a perfectly round, voluminous orb that bathes the room in a very bright, light purple hue. Below that is a raised platform on which rests it's almost like a giant glass vat in which you see bubbling away a almost like caustic green liquid. Stirring the green liquid is a almost like pink skinned, clearly like female presenting mind flayer.
Excuse me?
You heard. Excuse me?
Well, you don't see that every day.
What is this, Bellipop? What is this creature?
Well, I have only rarely been in the company of one, but I believe this squid-faced individual is known as an illithid.
An ichthid.
We
Excellent.
prefer the term betentacled.
I like this betentacled person.
Well, now I understand. Look at the bedazzling on those tentacles.
Yeah, she's got like welded like coursing silver loops all the way down the bottom of her tentacles.
I should have had my apron betentacled. Unacceptable. I've made
Well,
the
there's
wrong
still
choice.
time.
There is. I must run. Wait, no. What did you need here first, Bellipop?
Well,
She
I
levitates
must-
down.
I
She
must
stood in
relate
front
to
of
you, Master Rex, something sensitive, which, with the rest of the crew, we must keep away from most.
You have
see,
a
as-
twin brother.
I have a twin!
Oh, that's not what you were telling me. Oh. Oh dear.
You met my twin!
No,
Where was he?
I-
Or was it a she?
No, I just thought that's what you were relaying to me, the sensitive information. Oh dear, I've broken him. Oh no. Rex Panther, go!
But you see, as we are a little short on staff at the moment, in addition to being lead performer, I'm also chief medical officer on the ship. And our good Praecordium is clearly suffering from some sort of condition that no doctor or alchemist has been able to address. But
He's caught the ugly.
it's true. I'm not sure if that's the technical term, but there's no denying it.
Even the water doesn't like him.
And how could it? But I am convinced that the right concoction, mixture of herbs and spices, a little of this and that, will alleviate his symptoms and bring back some semblance of a normal life.
He's growing on me, so it must be curable.
Okay, that's good. So I'm hoping that our Auntie Magamba, say it again,
Nanny
Her name-
Mingabwe.
our Nanny Mingambwe can perhaps help us. And, well, Nanny, since you've never met our friend and I must keep his treatment strictly confidential, well, between us as medical professionals, I'm hoping maybe I can describe his symptoms and you can provide the right concoction to alleviate his issues.
Please proceed.
First of all, the wrinkles. Absolutely atrocious. I don't know where he got them. It's as if he's never heard of skincare.
Well, now the list is growing. Yes, some sort of moisturizer certainly needs to be included. But I think his primary symptom, the most obvious one, is that he has a terrible case of the blues.
Oh, true. He's been simply unbearable.
That too! And... But that's not all. His second and quite obvious symptom is heavy cranial inflammation.
He talks to dolls.
Oh... The symptoms are multiplying daily at this point.
Truly.
And finally, I've noticed a strange digit elongation.
Yeah, like this, except more.
Except more, I'm fairly certain he grew an extra joint.
Yes, it's quite creepy. I don't like looking at his hands.
And so, as you can see, anyone suffering from this combination of conditions is struggling to live a fulfilling life.
I would call the disease unfabulous, yes.
Have you ever heard of something quite so horrid?
I'm sorry. It doesn't sound like your friend is sick at all. It just sounds like they are a creature known as an arcane.
Oh,
But I
no.
thought Dowa were fully aware of such facts.
An arcane. What are
Well,
these
no.
hideous creatures?
Well, no, that can't be. Certainly, that can't be. I've been assured. There are no there are no arcane on the ship.
How bad is that? Bellipop, are you alright?
That was like a Jim Carrey bit.
It was so good. So good.
It just fills me with fear, the very thought that an arcane could be sneaking around the ship, waiting for his moment to strike me right in the back.
Are you saying he's an assassin? I knew it. No one
Well,
with a
it's
head
well
that
known.
large could be anything but an assassin.
The arcane have had it out for the Dowa since the dawn of the stars. They're jealous of our prowess. In many fields.
Yes, I know of these two creatures very intimately.
So you agree entirely?
Yes, who would deny it?
So I'm sorry, Miss Auntie, but you must be mistaken.
Oh. Perhaps I am. What leads you to believe that he is not an arcane, simply that you have been assured that this is not the case?
Well, I've seen it myself. The boy is clearly sick, and he admits it.
Is there any...
He tells us his father
Symptom,
suffers
but
from the same condition, perhaps even worse.
Oh no. Haven't even met this man and I hate him.
I'm sorry, father?
Well, I assume.
It must be hereditary.
Can you imagine
apologize.
such a condition being hereditary?
Yes, but the curious aspect of this entire notion, if your companion is an arcane or in some way connected to an arcane, it is not known among scholars how it is that the arcane reproduce. Some theorize that they are incapable of such things.
Well, I believe that they implant their eggs into the back of a dead Dowar, where they grow and devour the body as they crawl out of their chrysalis.
And devour the body as they crawl out of the crystal. Yes, I was going to say the same thing,
yes.
Bellipop. I too am an expert on this matter.
He is so smart.
The great Cartelian theory, yes, I've heard that one before.
Yes, I've met the cartel myself, yes.
I'm afraid I
So well traveled.
I would probably need to inspect this patient to make a better diagnosis. However, if it is ridding yourself of arcane that you need, I have the means of doing so.
We don't want to be rid of our dear friend, whose name we will not mention in case you're a secret assassin. We simply wish to cure him of the
It's true.
unfabulousness.
Precordium's identity must, be a secret. No one can know.
Yes, we cannot mention the name Precordium amongst any potential assassins.
Oh
Shit.
boy.
Would be a huge slip up.
We've done it now.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Are we on a battle map
It's
yet?
killer.
I think Rob's in a state of like, what is going on right now?
Yeah. No, she's just like blinking her eyes, incredibly like baffled at how terrible you are at keeping information to yourselves.
But how excellent a doctor I am!
Right,
I say
yeah.
to nobody.
Well-traveled scholars we are, yes.
So, moisturizer, right? And she'll use a mage hand to bring a vial of clear white liquid
Careful,
off of
Bellipop.
one of the shelves.
She can perform magic.
Well, I'm sure that Annie can be trusted. We're both medical professionals. Even if she is grossly incompetent so as not to recognize this disease we've described.
True, she's never even heard of the unfabulousness.
Perhaps that's what it's called.
It is now.
Fine, we'll take the moisturizer.
Yes, 2 bottles.
Very well. That
One
will
for
be 2
myself.
gold.
2. I'm sorry, say that again.
2 gold.
Wow, Bellipop, that is so much money coming out of your pocket for this. Incredible.
Oh, well, I'm sure Gideon will reimburse me for this one.
I'm sure he will not.
We'll take our moisturizer and go.
And as we're riding back on the Panther, he'll like squirt some into his hand and just like lather up his face a little bit. Oh, perfect, his elbows, you know. Perfect.
Rex can be ashy.
I don't know how I'm applying this underwater, but I'm finding a way.
It's just like leaking out of the bottle the entire time,
That, like,
diluting
that,
into
like,
the sea.
he's leaving like that film, on the
Yeah.
top of it.
Oh, like that.
I'm polluting the water.
Yeah, a fish goes belly up that swims by.
The plant life is fading as we speak. Perfect.
Okay. So that just brings us back to Epta and Praecordium, who were on their
Back to the
way to the carnival. Okay.
Right.
What would you like to do in the carnival?
I mean, can we find like a little picnic area?
Sure, yeah.
Is
Little underwater picnic area.
is the Bubble Boy 3000? I mean, the Bubble Man 3000. Is it opaque, or like
No, it's completely translucent.
like the whole thing?
The whole thing.
All right. Is there anywhere we can sit that's not underwater?
In the carnival area, you don't see anywhere that is.
Is there a cafe nearby?
There would be shops on the outskirts of town that have the protective wards cast on them.
I mean, I guess we'll wait in the cafe until we see everybody swimming by. I'll get out and give Epta back his book. All right, you keep on reading your book. Have you figured out which is lies and which is truth yet?
No, I started with the almanac first.
Oh, okay. All right, have fun.
Okay, I was gonna finish the rest of it before I start reading the dazzling world of fiction.
Right. Enjoy. I'm gonna like scoot like further down the table and take out my my transcript one.
Okay. You trying to keep it hidden away from prying eyes.
From
You know,
yeah,
other
yeah, I guess
patrons
so.
of the
Other
cafe.
patrons too, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You'll have to pay like a silver piece for some coffee or something to be able to sit here for however long you want to sit here. And you wait. Gideon, while they're waiting, you arrive back at the bar, the Pearl Trident. Notice that none of your friends are currently around.
I thought we agreed to all meet back at the carnival.
Yeah.
I don't think. Did we agree to meet anywhere?
Yeah, I said we should all meet.
No, we didn't.
I swear I said we should all meet back at the carnival.
You probably said something, but nobody said, yes, let's do that.
Okay.
It was just you.
We were so concerned about
As
his
I was
disease.
like, I want to split up. Right after that, I was like, we should all meet back up at the carnival. But
Yeah. No.
That's what I thought too, honestly.
Bellipop doesn't have ears. What are you talking about?
One other symptom seems to be that he speaks in gibberish that nobody listens to. I don't know.
Indecipherable.
Truly.
Well, in the meantime, I will head back to the bar, and I'll talk to Salty Dave for a minute, because we did just kind of leave him.
All right, yeah, he's it's like getting on to later in the day, but it's between scheduled performances, so he has been given free rein to smash away at the harpsichord that he's sat at, just like pounding on these almost discordant keys, but jamming out a brilliant melody as he does so, singing some sea shanties as he sits in raptured euphoria.
I'll sit back, listen to it, and then walk up to him and eventually say, you know, what's the name of that shanty one more time? The Pearl and its Girl?
Oh, I do.
I'll flip him a silver and ask him to play it.
Oh, in the Marinopolis we sail. And he goes off on a big
Go on, Rob. Yeah.
number. Yeah, I mean...
who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
I'll play the tune for you.
Oh no, we're about to get Nickelodeon gacked.
No.
That's what they call their DMCA takedown. Okay, yeah. So he plays through a whole like very playful and rudely worded old school sea shanty that totally wouldn't fly in today's day and age.
After he finishes, I'll ask him, I'll say, you might not recognize me, but recognize your face from the past few times I've been to Capri.
Oh, I can forget you. You're the boy with the pearl in his eye.
I would thank you not to say that too loudly. But yeah, last time I was here, and the time before that as well, you were singing some kind of gibberish.
Gibberish? Well, that's all I sing.
Just like old times. I'll put another silver and start to head out the door.
He keeps playing away. This time he's talking about in a far off flung fair city where the girls all have big feetsies. There you go.
There's a T in there, right?
No.
Appreciate that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Short teeth, wipe your face. Okay.
Yeah.
After a little while, I probably recognize that it's like, oh, I guess we're meeting at the carnival, so I'll head back that way.
Okay. Head back to the carnival. Where were you guys? Were headed back to the bedazzling store, Jim's Gems, and you catch Jam in the process.
Jam better be done.
I'm done. He'll unfurl the bedazzled aprons and what did you give him, a hat as well?
This is good sequin work.
What Hold on. Let me inspect it upon my regal form. Do you have a changing room?
We've got the private bedazzling room.
Don't you join me.
Don't you dare.
No, sir.
I didn't pay for it. All right. He's gonna. Actually, he's gonna moonwalk. He's gonna moonwalk.
Walks in.
I ain't cheap.
And then a moment later, he'll come back out. Lights, camera, action. And his light will light up inside of the dressing room as he appears, doing a spin, and then kind of model walk towards Bellipop. How does it
Folks
look?
all the way through.
Simply fabulous!
Superb.
You're bedazzled for the gods!
If only we're a bit tentacled. Later, though.
Well, the surcharge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jam.
Jam.
Hmm.
Come here a second.
Oh dear. All right.
Mwah.
I'll saunter forward.
Lay your head on the table.
Oh, the ear thing. Oh God, I thought you were murdering me. All
No.
right, fine. Yes. No, wait, wrong.
Yeah, he
one.
is holding a hammer in one hand.
Wait, the hammer? Wait, what are we doing? Hold on. What is
We're
that for?
piercing your ear, and he holds up a really big needle with a flat head on one side.
Bellipop. If I die,
Standard entry-level gauge.
if I die, I confer to you my only belonging, my rapier, and my pair of sunglasses.
Well, I suppose I'll
Can
put
I-
it in a box.
Can I keep the panther?
No, he's a free
Oh.
spirit.
Okay. Do you lay your head down on the table?
I didn't choose Rex Panther. Rex
Bravely.
Panther chose me.
Exactly.
Just gonna pull out your earlobe, place the giant spike
not that far. No.
on your earlobe, and then with a very shaky, turtly hand, slams down on the flathead side and pierces your ear in the most barbaric of fashions. But it does the job.
Oh, my belly hurt. You are so skilled.
Who knew
Yeah,
Rhaegar had veins there?
Why am I bleeding
very
to death?
veiny. That's where the jugular is.
You just see like a spurt of blood, just like a fountain out of the earlobe.
It's like that anime bleed.
I'm afraid I'm dying. Quick, cork it up with the stud.
Here you go, and he puts a hooked piece of coral inside your ear.
Stops bleeding. Only because the coral is holding it at bay.
Plugs it.
Excellent. It just still drips every now and then.
Yeah.
It's like it starts coming out at multi angles from the corner.
Excellent. That should delay my death by at least 5 hours. Now, Bellipop. We ride. Oh,
Well, I
how much
suppose
for, how much for all of this? Sorry, Bellipop. Was it 3 gold? Was it 3 gold, right? The whole lot?
It was 5 for Bellipop and 3 for you.
Oh, perfect. Even for the piercing. Oh, glorious.
This many.
Of course, you wait to the last minute for an upcharge.
All right, he'll take 3 coins out and go flick, flick, flick towards him. There, catch them all.
They all hit him in the face.
Incredible
Thanks.
reflexes, truly.
It takes him forever to reach down to the
One
floor and pick
sticks
them up.
in, bedazzles his forehead.
One's stuck in his nostril.
Just blow your nose. It'll be fine.
Up.
It just tinkles to the floor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
All
Do you
right.
guys pay the man? Bellipop,
Yes.
do you pay the man? Okay, good. All right.
You want to go down the
Where
route
to
where I
next?
don't pay him?
I mean, I was giving you full agency. You could just said no.
I'm gonna try to apply moisturizer to my earlobe to get it to stop bleeding.
It's all gonna be gone by the time you get to me.
Yeah.
No, one tiny glob.
That's half the bottle.
As you
already.
walk out into the water, you see the sharks are now circling above you, Rex.
Oh no! I've destroyed their home. They're after me. Run! Run, Rex Panther! Yeah!
Rex Panther runs away as sharks begin to hone in on you from miles around as your blood trickles out into the water.
Oh, it's clearly because I polluted their home with moisturizer. I'm an expert.
Wish our friends.
All right, where are we going, Bellipop? To the carnival?
Well, I suppose so.
I remember Precorium saying something, but it just came out like, blah, 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 you know? And yeah, I didn't quite hear it.
It's always a thing with him.
Truly, it must be part of the unfabulousness. But we must find him. Wherever he is, we must go to deliver the moisturizer.
I think I saw it peeling his forehead.
God.
It is a gamble. Is he at a carnival, or is he at the previous drinking establishment which we found ourselves?
Well, I'm sure he's gone to the carnival with a brilliant plan to cause a distraction, and then allow us to sneak in.
I am certain that Gideon's incredible aptitude for improv has no doubt helped us, and we should also arrive at the carnival due to this. Yes, perfect.
I don't think we need to communicate with him at all.
I agree. I believe he's way ahead of us. 9 steps.
Gideon is brilliant.
Truly. The best of us. We go to the carnival.
Yeah, you're in luck as you walk towards the carnival, as Gideon steps in front of the threshold of the cafe where Praecordium is sitting. 9 steps behind him, exactly, are the Rex Panther gang. You will arrive at the pre-designated location around the same time.
Nice of y'all to join us. How your aprons looking?
How do you think, darling?
Is it fabulous?
See for yourself. What? Use your eyeballs,
We have
Captain.
to tell you.
I'm
You're
not
a
reading
marksman, for
anything
goodness
naughty.
sakes. use your oculars.
Sorry, I don't really have a thing for fashion, but y'all look amazing.
Thank you. At least someone who realizes.
Should I roll deception?
I mean, it's up to yeah. I mean, if you don't mean it,
No,
then
okay.
give it a roll.
I choose to
No, I
believe
like
that no matter how it's delivered.
There you go.
Alright, so while I was here earlier, I think I got a lead on where our missing book is. I kind of like look with my eye. I'm like, you see that guy over there? His name is Ragongar? Is that how you said it?
Ragongar.
Is he an orc?
Ragongar.
He's a very soft half-orc boy.
Look at him.
like a doughy boy?
Yeah.
He's so
No, we're
plump.
talking like, incredibly handsome, but like effeminate featured,
Yeah.
like soft in that sense.
I pinch one of his cheeks.
Is Fox here?
Don't
Is
touch him.
Fox watching?
Don't touch him.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've overstepped your boundaries. You looked so doughy and fabulous.
Right. So do you all... something tells me you're expecting a distraction of some sort from me.
Wow.
Possibly.
What did he say? Oh, yes. Yeah, correct, Precorium. Yes.
Wow. Right.
Hold on. Can you come sit over here, right in front of me, please, darling? Please, I've got a gift for you.
Yes, take a seat.
Yes, take a seat, please, as you tell us your mighty plan.
Keep talking.
I mean, I don't have a plan. That's why What are you doing to me?
It's
What
fine.
are you
Keep
doing?
going.
Come sit before it dries into my hands, please. Yes, take a seat.
Tell us about this plan.
It's getting into my eye.
I'm gonna massage it into his massive cranium.
Bellipop, is there any show stopper events that happen during the carnival?
Well, you've already seen the beginning of my show. Could there be a bigger showstopper?
Yes, but your show won't be there. I'm thinking some sort of is there like a big fire that is lit? Something
Your show
magical?
was stopped.
Like fireworks? Is there any fireworks that...
I don't recall what you're talking about, Master Gideon, for the record. But of course, I mean, you saw it, my performance. I assume Chad Razorbeak will put on some pale comparison.
Alright, do you know if there are any magical components to this show that I could, prevent from happening as a distraction?
Really get it in there.
That does feel awfully nice. You're really massaging my temples. It does.
I'm an expert, thank you.
Well, you're still blue, but you're glistening.
Yes. Yeah, what is this?
Don't ask questions, continue.
Right. Is there anything magical that I could influence into no longer working? Maybe... There's also, those animals. Could I set the animals free?
A wonderful idea.
Opportunity?
Or alternatively, if you can get backstage and maybe cut some wires or something.
Oh, but that's a safety risk, isn't it? Someone could die.
This is Chad Razorbeak we're talking about. Who fucking cares?
But it's not going to just be Chad Razorbeak.
You see him. You see Rex aghast at that last exclamation, holding the bottle of moisturizer in one hand.
There's a lot of pent up.
He's truly invested in this. My heart.
Pent up aggression going on here. Pretty much all I'm asking
think of
is,
anyone else here.
do you know of any magical components of the show? Because that is my speciality, is disrupting magic.
Well, there's usually somebody performing some level of special effects in the back. I suppose you could turn those off. Sometimes they use continual flames.
Alright, yes, I can handle that. I'll do that so everybody goes, hey, where are all the special effects? We've got to stop everything and figure this out, right? And then while that's happening, you guys go and sneak in.
But what does this have to do with the apron plan?
I don't know.
There's a dual track plan.
Question the moisturized.
While my distraction is happening, then the apron event, the apron apex of this plan comes into play.
It will
love
draw
that
attention
title.
away.
Yes.
So a double distraction is what you're saying.
Well, there's only one distraction.
We're undercover.
Yes.
That shall be my title. Chef Reynold, the Apron Apex.
It's most excellent.
Thank you.
Alright, so you're gonna stop the show.
Uh-huh.
Bellipop and Rhex, y'all are gonna...
Reynold, please. Please, darling. Please, Reynold.
Reynold, my apologies.
I'm a method actor.
Y'all are gonna go
Picked
back
a name
undercover.
that's different from your own.
I do?
We'll simply sneak in with the kitchen staff and pretend to chop something up in the meantime.
Alright, I'll go undercover and do some invisibility and keep my eyes out for anything suspicious. Now, Epta, let's see, what could you be doing?
I am very quiet and cannot be seen easily if I want to.
Perfect.
You're a master of the vents.
Yeah.
Backstage infiltration.
the vents of a big top 10. Yes.
No question.
All those large vents that you can crawl through.
Mhm.
Big old flaps in the tent.
I mean, there are certainly events
I mean, I was assuming that the aphids would also be a distraction while they point out the book, and I could just grab it while invisible. Sneaky.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Epta.
maybe you'll come with me. I'll be invisible and you do your Epta thing. Because you're
Okay.
very sneaky.
That thing we all know you can do, Epta. Perfect.
Epta, if I may have a word privately,
Yes.
I'd like you to consider this your first audition. Just between us. And everyone else has great ideas, but here's what I need to happen. I need you backstage. You're going to find some sandbags and things attached to ropes and wires. Can you make fire? Is that something you can do?
As he's getting a briefing, I'm just gonna shove Praecordium out of my my lap and bring Epta over here and start massaging the moisturizer into his head too.
Hey, I wasn't done.
The head bounces.
Did we already say
thought
you
this
could,
would be a
press
solid-
all the way in?
The eyes bulge.
Oh my god.
I can make a little bit of fire.
He's like a stress ball.
Yeah.
So what I need you to do is be backstage, and when you hear the message from me, light it up.
Okay.
Now, it's just our secret. Remember, first audition.
Okay. It's kind of nerve-wracking. I kind of on the spot, but I guess I'll try.
You're going to do great.
Okay. Just, I don't have to be seen at all.
Just remember, our little secret.
I played the role of a secret agent?
If that's what you need to hear.
I don't know if I need to hear that, but I'll assume as such.
I will
I
confer
think
you
you've
with
got it down.
the mighty title of Agent Edward.
Okay, that is my new identity now.
Okay.
Perfect.
Away.
I need to get this clear in my head. So the plan is
It's very clear to us, Rob, so...
right. Yeah. But let's start from the top. Praecordium is going to
We got 3 tracks.
enter the performance in the
As a
big top,
viewer.
and
Yes.
Bingo.
Near the front, so I can be near the pyrotechnic guy.
right,
Perfect. Look
so
at
that
him.
you can
So
suppress
good.
their magic.
Yes.
Next, Gideon is going to be invisible within the main body of the carnival area, keeping an eye out just to see if anything pops up. Right? There's nothing.
More so to follow the chefs, since they're going
Okay.
to be backstage.
So you're going to keep an eye on the chefs. Meanwhile, both Rex, or sorry, what was his name? Reynold and
Chef Reynold, the apron
Chef
apex.
Reynold, the Apex, and Bellipop in whatever guise he decides to form up in are going to play themselves off as fellow chefs and get themselves into the kitchen for whatever reason. And then Epta has been commissioned as a super secret agent to sneak in through the vents backstage and cut the cords on the sandbags.
I believe it was
Light a
start a
fire.
fire.
I don't see what the confusion is. You got it. You got it.
Agent
Okay, I got it.
Edward,
I got
yes.
it. Okay, good. I'm just making sure that is.
I'm
that is
glad
what I
you
heard.
recapped all of it because I was lost somewhere in there as I was massaging his cranium. You know, I just,
Yeah, I mean, you were too busy massaging somebody's head, so.
Multi-track file.
Every time
this is
that
good.
speaks while he squeezes his head, he makes a little squeaky sound. Like a duck.
And this is somehow gonna result in you guys getting the book that you're looking for.
That's
Yes.
right, bingo.
Okay, all right, good.
Let's discuss this no further. It's a perfect plan.
All right. And
I'll
with
make a
that,
triumphant escape momentarily.
I'm gonna call break. So we'll see how this wonderful, faultless plan unfolds.
I'm not going to remember any of this after.
Once we reflect. Well, that makes it even better. There you go.
Let's start a fire, okay?
And we
I'm
can
gonna blow
improv
everything
it all over again.
There we go.
up and somehow still come out on top.
Let's do it.
Alright, I think we're back.
Alright. Hello, hello. Can you hear us all right? Is there a friendly Nasir out there to confirm?
Nasir, please.
Nasir, help!
Come to us.
We're good.
Need an adult
We're
Nasir.
We're back.
We're good.
Okay, good.
Hello, hello.
Only all of us could sound as good as Justin.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
wish.
it's all in the mic.
Listening to his soul.
They actually sound like this.
Oh, it's a voice modulator.
Real voice confirmed.
Okay.
I just
Hey guys.
I can sound like good I can sound that good if I want to. I just don't want to.
So, just before we get back into this, I'd like to thank both Jacob and Silver Star for the gifted subs. We love to see it. Thank you all so much for your continued support of the stream. But
you
now, what you have all come here for, a plan that is totally, as Karma Burner mentions, foolproof and can certainly not fail.
That's my boy Karma Burner. By the way, it's foolproof, as in it's proof that fools are making it.
Exactly, yes.
Thank you for that clarification.
Okay. Praecordium advances on general admissions whilst the Rex Panther crew
General.
approach the service entrance. General. Fuck you. Epta, you attempt to sneak your way in via the back fields, and Gideon, you should not have a difficult time of waltzing in whilst quite literally unseen. Okay. So let's have Epta roll me a stealth check or whatever it is you are seeking to do to accomplish your sneaky mission.
Before I start, Efka will take his little flask of water and use shape water to pull it out, and the water will start going around him and start going over his skin. He'll cast invisibility and have the water refract light.
Okay, so you bend the light around you to hide your position. Epta is now invisible. Epta, you may roll me a stealth check with advantage.
Avatar state, baby.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's big brain
Dude,
thinking
how
right
come
there.
they never
That
did
was
that
sick
in Avatar?
nasty.
That seems like a sick bending move, you know?
I've
That
been
does,
waiting-
doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've been waiting to cast spells for a while, and I've been waiting to cast them, especially with water,
Yeah.
since that's their
This is
thing.
it. John has actually sat down and thought as big as Epta's brain was on how to cast these spells. So
That's why I've been stupid for the last couple of weeks.
Mhm.
I don't use
all
it
your energy was already taken up.
Yeah.
Devoted to
Okay.
spells you haven't cast.
Yes. Okay. Stealth.
Roller for me.
Oh, I don't even need to roll advantage.
Oh, straight
baby.
nat 20, baby. Right off the bat, no advantage, even though you had it. Yeah,
Good
you
shit.
you
Is that
waltz
good?
past a pair of Dowar outfitted in heavy full plate armor that just seems absolutely ridiculously overburdening for them. So much so that their full plate helms have completely covered their eyes, and it looks like they can't see or hear anything out of them. So you just stroll straight in past them whilst invisible. Okay, so Epta, you are successful in initiating the first phase of your part of this plan. Gideon, you are doing a similar thing, are you not?
I am.
Okay.
Looking for anyone suspicious. They happen to be holding a weighty cookbook.
Roll me a stealth check to see if you get in without being noticed whilst invisible to begin. You have advantage.
There we go. Come through stealth. Bloop, bloop.
Okay, so an 8 on the
there
first
it
roll and a 19
There
on the
we
second.
go.
Damn.
That's
24.
it.
Okay, yeah, you sidle up past the general admissions booth and skirt around the back, invisible, unseen, and you are now in the main promenade between the the dining area and the big top tent, keeping your eyes peeled. At the service entrance, oh god, the Dazzled brothers are attempting to walk straight in to the fire. Okay. How do you go about this? So you're obviously both wearing your aprons and your chef's hats. Bellipop, are you doing anything to alter your appearance further?
Yeah. So I had the foresight, you see, to go into my chest back on the ship because I knew this was gonna come. You know, you gotta. And I have a pair of spectacles with a nose. With a nose.
Is there a fuzzy mustache underneath as well?
There is no fuzzy mustache, but the nose is large enough to cover my beak, so it looks like a very large,
huge nose.
No mouth.
Oh my goodness!
Did you make up a mouth on your neck?
There's a little line. There's like a painted line.
Oh dear!
Little smiley face.
Yep. Why don't you roll me a disguise kit check to see how effective this?
It's just Big Nose Billy.
With advantage.
Big Nose Billy. Everyone. It's not even a thing anymore. They all know Big Nose Billy.
Everyone knows.
Who could have forgotten him?
Who could have nosed? All right. Roll that. You can roll it with charisma. Roll your disguise kit check to see if you pull it off. It's more about the confidence of this ridiculous disguise than the actual disguise itself. Yeah.
So I rolled from inventory. Is that what you were saying earlier?
Yeah. So in your inventory section, you should have it in your tools section. You just click the button, and it should allow you to roll.
Okay, that is a 9 plus 8 is a 17.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Whilst it's clear to you, Rex, that Bellipop's actual prop is kind of keenly obvious, he pulls it off in the same way where you may notice someone is wearing a toupee, but you don't want to mention it to them, right?
Because it looks so good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you arrive at the service entrance, and at the back is a kind of large, gruff bugbear who's wearing an apron and a poofy hat, and he is kind of taking stock of people as they're coming in, writing down what ingredients they've brought with them.
Quick,
and your turn in the queue comes up.
Who's the owner of this establishment, Bellipop?
Ragongar's out front. I'm handling inventory. Who are you? I've not seen you here before.
You've not seen me before? Oh, here. Oh, I thought you specifically had not heard of Chef Reynold, the Apron Apex.
Yes, very rude.
Sorry, pardon my friend. He sounds a bit nasally at the moment.
Just a sinus issue.
the mustache moves along with it. Stop talking.
Is he all right?
What are you trying to say?
No, nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. Yeah. So
what's he saying about me?
Nothing, dear Big Nose Billy.
Oh, good.
Wait,
I'm very sensitive about my large nose.
No.
Then
See?
why?
No.
Why did they call you that?
No, the big does not modify the nose; it modifies the Billy.
Oh.
Big, comma, nose Billy. Okay, yes.
It's
Billy
subtle.
The nose, big.
It's pretty subtle, but people who know me know.
Oh, all right, okay. So, Big Nose Billy and Reynold, the Apex Apron.
Reynold, Chef Reynold, the Apex Apron.
Reynold.
Yes, you got it close. Yes, Reynold. Yes.
Reynold. I don't got your names down here.
Oh, Briganga must have forgotten us on the list. That's silly, man. He wasn't expecting us until the last minute, the very last minute before this establishment was set up. So I'm afraid that we probably are not in the book.
Called us in for last minute help.
Yes, quite.
Roll me a deception check with advantage, Rex, because Big Nose Billy is helping you out.
They're kind of a big nose deal.
All right,
Oh my
hold on.
God.
That didn't go well the first time. Let's
Let's
try
roll
for
a
the
different
second.
one. Yep.
Yep. All right, we're ending with a 14.
Okay. I'll take middling.
We tried.
He's gonna close his book and place it down. Look, I don't know what yous are up to, but we're dying back there. Ever since this space plague started going around, the service industry has been tarnished. We need as many people in there as we can get. I don't cares who you are. I don't cares why you're here. All I cares is that you start peeling potatoes and chopping up vegetables. Am I clear?
Did I mention your facial hair is stunning? Yes, perfect.
Get in the kitchen.
All right, sorry. I'll moonwalk into the kitchen.
Wish I had a mustache like that.
Okay. So you were
Big Nose
both
Billy.
let into the kitchen despite his apprehensions at the truth of your teas.
Can we just blend into like a line somewhere, chopping something?
Yeah, it's like a huge. It's a huge kitchen. There's at least 30 chefs, busboys, dishwashers, all just kind of going 100 miles an hour to try and keep up with the the incoming orders. So yeah, that you guys would totally just be able to blend in, so long as you weren't making a nuisance of yourselves, right? So long as you're getting in line and doing what needs to be done.
Speak too soon.
But the lights,
Yeah, I mean-
the lights reflect off my bedazzled apron, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, perfect.
You're like
right.
a
And
disco
People are,
ball.
people are noticing, right?
Yeah, they're like shielding their eyes at times whilst trying to cook
to it by lighting
know.
up to kind of
Oh,
like
for God's
become a
sake.
disco ball as I go through the kitchen.
You're gonna use your full ability, or are you
No,
just
just the light, just the
okay,
light
just a
version.
torch. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
just the
all right,
torch
yeah.
version.
Yeah, okay.
Not trying to kill
So
people.
you dazzle like a spectral starlight disco ball. Some people are really amazed. Other people are just inconvenienced. So it definitely sparks an array of reactions.
I'm kind of discoing through them as I walk towards the potatoes.
like doing a dance with the potatoes as you peel them. Yeah. Nothing can be done in a simple motion.
He's very talented.
It's very talented.
I'll pull out
Okay.
2 like large rubber bands because I don't have fingers, and then I'll put them on the tips and get a chef knife and just stick it down in the, so the pressure
flap.
against my flipper.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I can get up to a table, I'll just.
Yeah, like I'm passing him the disco peeled potatoes, and he's like, he's providing the beat to my dance.
Mm-hmm. You guys are you make a musical out of this cooking process. Like Rex is shaking salt shakers and pepper grinders and hitting the vegetables in rhythm. Okay, so that's what you guys were up to. I'm not sure how you transition that to anything else,
We'll see.
but that's what's going on right now.
It's the waiting game. We're playing the waiting game.
And for the long con, okay, we have to establish ourselves as good employees first, all right?
That's right. It's gonna take a couple.
You're gonna be
months.
here for weeks, and then you're gonna like become actual chefs. You're like, wait a second, how did we get here? Praecordium, you are now first in
Reporting
line
for
at the
duty.
general admissions.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Hello, and welcome to today's spectacle of Cirque de Glacé. How can I be of service? How many tickets do you need, fair customer?
1.
You look down over the general admissions, and this like kind of like very radio-esque voice is coming from a tiny little halfling. who you can barely see.
You
He's
have
wearing a jester's costume.
You have an amazing voice. Can I tell you that?
Yes.
Wow, just spectacular. I do have to ask. I normally around people of your size, you're a halfling, right?
Correct.
All right, thank goodness. Wow, this was about to get nasty.
This is where the movie phone guy went.
It's like nom 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 nom. Halfling.
Well, it's I'm doing great. Especially now that I've met you. I need one ticket. Kind of like, I don't know. Was I told Bellipop where the pyrotechnic guy normally stands?
He's backstage.
Seems like a poor plan.
Bellipop did not say that, no.
No.
Do what you can.
I mean, I don't feel like any parts of our plans were supposed to go together
this
in
was-
any manner. Okay.
I think that this was very well thought out. Oh yes, I'm here. You see, they sent for an assistant for the pyrotechnics show.
Is that
I didn't know
right?
where to go. Do you think you could help me out here?
Roll a deception check.
Oh no.
It's just thinking on your feet.
Damn right it
It's-
is.
It's fun. This is better than actually like trying to get into the show because you couldn't afford to pay him for the general admission.
I don't
so-
have any money.
Exactly.
The plan was going to be foiled by
Wow,
the
we
ticket.
really didn't
Exactly.
this one out. Deception.
Don't worry.
Thought about
Perfect.
0 levels of this
I mean,
plan.
that's pretty good.
It's a 21. Yes,
Oh.
I'm from Keith Cocteau's School of
Oh my god.
of musical talent. I was sent to aid in the pyrotechnic arrangement.
Is that right? Well, I suppose Winston the Whimsical will be awaiting you in the big top.
Yes.
Have a splendid day.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Very much so.
Right. I'm gonna go find this Winston.
Okay, you're gonna go look for Winston.
Somebody say peanut butter.
Did somebody say peanut butter? Okay, so
Is he what was Torque?
Hadozi.
Yeah.
Uh,
Winston.
No, he's not.
Damn.
So do you go to the big top 10? They're not letting people in yet because the show hasn't started. But
Yes,
they're-
but I'm supposed to be here, of course.
Okay, so stood out greeting guests and acknowledging everyone going past is none other than the king himself, Chad Razorbeak.
I'm gonna
Welcome.
before I go over, I'm putting on my Dylan the Villain mask to blend in
Mhm.
with the Carney crew. Hello.
Salutations.
I'm here for Winston. The whimsical.
Winston. Oh yeah. You're a friend or?
Oh, I'm here to aid in the show tonight.
Oh, cool. Oh, they finally upped the game. I've always wanted more pyrotechnics.
Yes, Keeve was very invested in your show tonight.
Oh yeah, Keith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we go way back. Yeah, college. What a time. You're just Winston's in the back, bro. Just get ready, dip
Thank
your
you.
fingies in some powder and get loose and goosey.
Yeah, I'll see you later. What's your name?
You can call me King.
Alright, King. You have a good one.
Oh, I will.
Alright.
I'm gonna kill it tonight.
I don't like that connotation. Well, what is happening?
Yeah. You have to remember that the king is like the most jacked Dowa you've ever seen in your life. Just like rippling muscles. He looks like
He's
an
a
emperor
Browar.
penguin rather
Like
than
he's like
a
a
rock
penguin
hopper.
from Surf's Up.
Yes, he's exactly. He is entirely the butch Surf's Up penguin.
The quick one.
All right, I'll head back. Looking for the man who looks the most like someone named Winston the Whimsical.
So as you enter the tent, there's like instead of like when you saw the Cirque de Glacé on stage, the big top has a circular pit in the middle with 2 high masts and a high wire between them. No net. The central circle is dusted with sand and sawdust to make it all nice and soft. The entire area is obviously vacuum locked and devoid of like the watery incumbents that submerges everything else on the outside. So there is one section towards the back where there is a tunnel that allows the axe to enter into the central ring of the circus. You think that would be the likely place where someone would be, quote unquote, backstage inside a circular performing hall.
All right, I'll head there.
Okay. Inside there are like acrobats, gymnasts. There's a couple of the caged animals ready to be let out with their tamers. But sat in the darkest corner of the tunnel is a gentleman who continues to like strike a flint and steel, sparks going off.
What a badass!
As you approach, he is like hunched over a huge barrel that is marked with an explosive symbol on it, and he stands up and turns to look at you. You now see before you a like towering mass of muscled grey skin. He has a very clear scar over one of his eyes and wears a striped red and white bandana over the top of his head. He is none other than a GIF, a hippo man.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
I was sent as your unpaid intern.
I was not informed I was to be interning today.
I'll just be in the background.
He shrugs. Whatever.
I'm a bit confused. You're the pyrotechnics director here, right?
Correct.
Oh, so this won't be an arcane show?
Well, we need some physical effects. And some magical.
Oh, so you're not opposed to magic?
No. I am Winston the Whimsical. I love explosions in all their forms.
Wow, you are cool. Anyone ever
I'm
tell
glad
you
you
that?
think so.
Just
Quite often.
amazing.
Quite often.
Yes.
Well, I'll just be hands off here if you need any help with anything.
Very well. He'll continue to like strike the flint and steel, just making sure that all of his fuses light and then snuffing them out.
Okay, I was like, what are you doing?
Testing.
And you're not worried about that going off early?
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Right, I'll hang out with Winston.
Okay. You hang out with Winston the Whimsical. Okay, so you're getting yourself set back in the vents. We have Epta crawling his way beneath the tent flaps to seek out the pulley system where the sandbags and ropes lay. You can roll me a investigation check, Epta, to see if you can figure out where in the big top they would be tucked away.
You know, in the moment, this seemed brilliant, but from a macro perspective, I really don't know what is happening.
No one does.
Don't worry about it.
When you open a puzzle, you dump all the pieces out, and it's not immediately clear.
Yeah, no, you work from outside.
And then you just put them together in a random sequence
And
until
then
they fit.
And then the
Mash
puzzle
them all in
explodes.
there.
It doesn't even have to look like what it's supposed to on the box. Just make
Sometimes you
them fit
gotta
together.
force it a little.
You gotta put with a puzzle piece to make it look like it's should be on the box.
Oh my goodness. Roll me that investigation check,
I
please.
did 25.
Okay. 25. Really good. So once you're inside the big top, you're in a more quiet, not necessarily corner, but by one of the side entrances that have yet to be open to the public and are not currently being manned by any of the staff. You look up at the tightrope walk, and you see there are like clear, very almost like fish line, invisible, like if you were looking at them from the wrong angle, they would almost be invisible strings that wrap around from the top of the very pinnacle, like the spindle of the big top, and then down and behind one of these like raised, almost like platformed bleacher seating, and you find that all of the ropes and strings are tied off beneath the seating.
Oh. Well, sitting, and the whole deal was either cut or burn.
That's up for Epta to figure out.
I'm just trying to think because there's a couple ways we can go about it.
Lay a little B,
Cut and burn with a lightsaber.
Whom. This is where he reveals that his Jedi Master gave him a mouse. No, we're joking.
Yeah, no,
it's an energy sword. It's not a lightsaber.
Mouse.
No.
Mouse. No.
He starts jumping like a little jumping bee. Little flips.
Not Jeff and Walt.
Mm.
So there's a whole bunch of lines underneath the floor, right?
Right, they like wrap up to the top of the tent and then around the roof and sides, and then string their way behind the bleacher seating.
Okay, and the only goal is just to ruin the show. So, I like to.
I believe the direct instruction was light the place on fire.
Oh yeah, no, I can do that and make it a lot more effective if I could start putting. A lot more
I mean,
fun.
you should have been hanging out with
are we?
Winston the Whimsical
Yeah.
if that was what you were trying to achieve.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that too.
Also, don't focus so much on like what you were told. Just
This is Epta. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we'll move on then. Over.
I'll hide under the bleachers.
Yeah. Okay, so you continue to stay hidden. Gideon, you're well placed in your lookout position to locate some useful information. Once again, doing main character shit. Would you like to
Gideon's
roll
like-
me? Go on.
Head in his hands, just looking at the Bedazzle show and being like, I can't.
I like to think you can see it coming from the chef's area, like a disco ball, just like.
it's like too
Pouring
much
out.
light coming out of that area.
Occasionally, you'll see like the shadows of your two companions like dancing, very like Sam Raimi-esque.
Oh, every now and then I hear, pass the potatoes. You're about to say
Who the hell are these
sorry.
guys?
We call this one the Big Nose Bop.
Big nose bop. Big, comma, nose bop. There we go.
Big Comet Nose Bop. Yeah.
So you're keeping an ear out, an eye out. Roll me a perception check to see if you can sift through the crowd. Nope, just a whole bunch of excitable fans, sea elves, tritons, local denizens alike, all forming up and getting ready to enter the big top for the wondrous Cirque de Glacé.
That was a 7 on the roll, total of 10.
Yeah, not particularly high.
Not my best.
Continue to watch and wait.
See, what's his name again? Ringongar? Can I see him from where I
Gonga,
am?
yeah, he's incredibly busy. He's one of the primary waiting staff, so he is rushing orders around to the anticipant crowd who are getting their like pre-show meals in early.
Can I ask?
Is he just going?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think we might have the same question. Is he going like to and from the kitchen to
Yes.
the dining area? Nowhere
Yeah.
else? Just those two locations?
That's it. He's like run off his feet, just going back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Then in that case, I think I'll start to look like on the workspaces for all the chefs and see if there's any books that look out of place.
Yeah. So your initial perception check garners you that no one about you in the crowd is talking about anything that you find particularly interesting or looking very suspicious, and that Ragongar, thus far from what you've seen of him, is just running back and forth. But in the next round, you can attempt to peek into the kitchen. But while you're making your way over to the kitchen, trying to push your way through the very crowded canteen area, the Bedazzled Bros are hard at work in Ragongar's kitchen.
That's their whole turn right there.
Wait, big,
That's
big,
it.
big,
Yeah, just
wait, Big
just
Nose Billy,
scatting.
don't you think that we should possibly search out the location for this book?
Oh, right. I suppose that's what we're here for.
I was so carried away. It was so fantastic.
I'm good with a tater, apparently.
All right. What do we do? Should we?
Does
dance
Rick?
around?
We'll talk in low voice while we continue to.
okay.
Well,
So
should we?
hushing.
Does Ragongar? Does
Ragongar.
Ragongar?
It does have a weird name.
That's a great name.
Is there any other like little like a like in a kitchen there's off the like the GM or manager has like a little this. Is there anything like that branching off of the kitchen? Any additional room?
Yeah. So that you would see that there is a door to the northeast of the like kitchen space itself. You're not sure what's through the door, but there are several other doors to the southwest, and you've seen plenty of the chefs like going in and out of those. They're like likely the pantries, equipment rooms, staff sections, whereas this other place is like padlocked, sealed, and no one is in there. No one's got in there from what you've seen.
Oh, dear.
I have a feeling what we want is in that door.
Really? How interesting. Should we perhaps dance our way over there?
Yes, but subtle.
I'm being as subtle as I possibly can be, my feathered friend.
Does the worm. The most subtle of dance moves. You're gonna make
So
your way
we're
over to
gonna
the
shimmy.
door. Yeah, shimmy over
Shimmy our
there.
way, yeah.
Like, oh look, I need this onion that's right next to the door, whatever.
I'd like twirl the onion on the end of my finger like a basketball, like.
Uh-huh. Okay. You find yourselves next to the door. It is indeed padlocked.
Well, I am no expert on jimmying locks, unfortunately. Do you possess a talent, Big Nose Billy?
Well, I suppose I could try, but I don't have any tools.
Oh dear.
But you know who can handle this?
Who's that?
Master Gideon.
You think we can use the lights on my bedazzled apron to send him some kind of Morse code message?
Oh my god!
I think it may be the only way.
Excellent. The only problem is I do not know Morse code.
I think we can work around it.
Just whatever you're doing, make it brighter.
he's gonna pick up Big Nose Billy and use him to like hold in front of his apron and then move it to the side and then back over and then for a little bit longer and then back over and then to form a rough Morse code message of "Hi Gideon. How are you tonight?
S-O-S-O.
I hope you're doing well. Did I ever tell you that your eyebrows are on fleek? Also, we need help opening a padlock. Can you join us in the kitchen? Thank you.
But also wait for the show to start.
Yeah, that too.
Did you get all that?
Oh my god! All right, roll me a.
Yeah, what do we roll?
What do you roll for that?
Roll me a performance check.
Okay, you got it. I'm not fantastic at this, despite.
You don't have disadvantage because I guess Bellipop's helping you.
Okay. Alright. Roll well.
Oh my god!
That's 22, baby.
Okay, Gideon, roll me an insight check, please.
Uh-oh. Alright, insight.
Holy shit.
Couldn't be more obvious.
Dirty 20.
So previously, the light issuing from the kitchen was in rhythm to what can be best described as like a funky beat. You know, it seemed like kind of like clubhouse strobe lights. But now it's become erratic and despondent. Gideon, you believe that your friends are trying to signal you to get your help.
And that your eyebrows are on fleek. You understand?
Yeah, somehow you extrapolate that
definitely.
information as well.
I mean,
You don't get the
he always
SOS, you just
does
get the eyebrows.
He goes like, my team needs me.
Perfect.
The worst.
Alright, I'll wait for the door to open up so that it's not obvious that like a phantom person is just opening a door, so
Yeah.
I'll go in and try to look at the lock.
Okay. Once in, you see the padlock that they're stood in front of. It seems pretty clear that that's the issue that they've stumbled upon. You can roll me a sleight of hand check to try and conceal the sounds of you working at the lock, and you can roll me a thieves' tools check using your dexterity to try and unlock it.
Can we
Which do you want
help him
first?
by making a total ruckus?
Yeah, we would like to begin
Of course you
an
can.
even louder kitchen chorus. All right.
Somehow.
Okay, so how?
Two-
So what are you guys doing exactly to stir up trouble?
We have 2 cutting boards on top of 2 barrels, and Big Nose Billy is giving us a rhythm. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Trumpety chop chop.
All right. And I am picking up like a steel wool ball and trying to play it as a guitar, but I'm making the guitar noises with my mouth.
The best show's in the back, everybody.
What are you guys doing? Get back to work. You
sorry.
effectively distracted the whole kitchen. Gideon, you have advantage on your sleight of hand check.
Yay! Alright, sleight of hand, let's do this.
Score. Oh, we needed it. Okay, come on. Try again.
Plus that. One more time. Do.
Nice.
Let's go! Let's go! 18.
Okay. So you're 18. You manage to keep the movements fairly delicate, so as to not alarm anyone around you. Now roll me a thieves tool check to see if you successfully undo the lock.
No, here we go.
Oh my
nice.
How many of those
A
today?
nat 20. That's
That's
what
like
I
a
needed.
record. That's another 20.
It's
Okay.
the plan, baby. It's the plan.
Oh,
It was foolproof the entire
You
time.
stick-
It's all coming
you-
together.
You
Oh, yeah.
stick your
It's all
raking
coming
tool
together.
into the lock, and you just pull it out once, and every single pin snaps into place, and the padlock falls off of the door, and you catch it in your hand before it hits the ground.
Perfect. I'll give my team a nice little pat on the back.
Oh god, you frightened me. Oh lord.
Yeah, you pat them on the back, and as you pat them on the back, they're being like smacked on the head with big broad leaks.
Oh,
Get back to work!
We're sorry, boss. Chop fast, a big nose Billy.
I'm a chippin'! I'm a chippin'!
Can I actually whisper into one of their ears super quick, say, get them to the other side of the room so I can open the door?
Yep.
Oh no! I've knocked over a bag of potatoes and sent them rolling across the kitchen. Look at that! No!
I
You have
can't walk
advantage.
with all these potatoes in the way!
Oh,
Whoa!
we're falling, Big Nose Billy! We're falling.
This pan of mozzarella or something! No!
I've spilled the soup!
Oh, your soup! It's everywhere!
It's just that scene in Borat where he's in the antique store and he just keeps knocking things over. You just think it's going to end and it never ends. Yeah, okay, Gideon, you have advantage on your stealth check.
Yeah.
But at this point, your friends are being turfed out of the kitchen because they've caused more trouble than good.
My
That's
reputation!
21.
You're the worst chefs I've ever seen. Now get out and stay out.
The
Classic,
Apex
like,
apron!
cartoon style. He's got you both by the scruff of your necks and he boots you up the arse as he kicks you out the door.
But I just paid for this bedazzling!
You've bedirtied my bedazzled apron.
Dirtied my bedazzle.
You're gonna hear about this.
I'll
I hate
be
you.
speaking to your manager.
As soon as we're free and kicked out, I'd like to cast Sending.
Okay.
For Epta.
No.
Oh no.
And I, as I'm like taking off the nose. Epta! It's time! Light him up!
Okay.
Into med.
All right, and I could talk back, or is it the?
Yes, it is, you get 25 words back.
Count them.
Heard of Pyro Guy going to use him as a fall guy. No, I think I would know that was over. I think that was over.
That was 12 words.
Do we get the rumbling at the end?
Like he uses the rest of them going like, wait, was that 20? I think that was
He just keeps talking. I should pick up like some eggs later for breakfast.
Also, the grocery
He does
list
have nice
reads.
eyebrows.
Yeah.
I could use some brekkie. Okay, so
Wait, is this still record? End.
while all that was happening, Epta would like to do a little experiment with shape water.
Okay.
He would like to, since he's casting a spell, invisibility drops, and all the water will come off him, and he will put most of it in his little water bottle, and he would have a little drop, like, a size of about a pebble or stone. He will put the pebble of water on the board. It's wet. Could he dry it using shape water?
I believe shape water allows you to dry and freeze things, so yes, you could do so.
Excellent. Since I've been traveling there, would I hear about an approximation of where the fireworks guy is?
You don't know about the fireworks guy, I don't believe.
There's pyrotechnics that Precordium was going to.
Yeah, you know there's a pyrotechnics expert.
Yeah.
You just don't know anything about them.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Bellipop didn't give Precordium any information about the pyrotechnics guy. Just that he's there. You know, you need to go get over to him.
Okay.
Y'all are very.
But you could go and look for him if you want.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna look for him. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You just broke stealth to cast that spell, so roll me another stealth check. This time without advantage because you're no longer invisible.
Would it be possible to cast invisibility, or no? It's just like
yeah, you can cast it again.
I will do so.
Okay, so you recast invisibility and roll me a stealth check with advantage. You rolled a crit last time, so see how this goes.
And advantage is shift. So
yes, hold shift.
All right. It's not doing it.
Or you can retroactively go to the roll and press plus. But 24 to begin with is a pretty great roll. Yeah, 24 is higher than 21. So you skulk off looking around for the pyrotechnics expert. But in the meantime,
I still believe that it is integral to the plan for me to stop this pyrotechnic guy from doing any pyrotechnics. Because the puzzle must come together, and I am the linchpin of all success. The rest of the party hasn't completed this goal yet, for sure.
That's all true.
I want to...
Are you done talking to yourself?
I was talking to my mask.
To be or not to be.
Winston, would I be able to see where you keep the magical part of this show? I was instructed to write down all of the schools of magic that you use in your work.
So, well, it's right here, and he'll draw a yearwood wand off of his hip.
Precordium's gonna take out his silk handkerchief. Say, could I see it?
Of course, I'm sure you've seen a wand before, boy.
Yes, but I was instructed to cast detect magic on any artifacts that I come across that could be related to the pyrotechnics.
Very well. Hand over his wand.
I am going to subtly cast Nastul's magic aura upon this wand. And make it appear to be non-magical.
So you're going to cloak its magical properties. Alright.
I don't know what that spell does.
It is never used. It is never used. If you want, I can.
It's so very rarely used, but it allows you to change you can put auras of magical auras onto things, change the magical auras of things, or try to cover auras, right? Yeah, so that they do not get detected.
I can make a false aura, so when a detect magic is used on magical aura, you can make a non-magical object appear magical, or a magical object appear non-magical, or change the object's magical aura so that it appears to be a specific school of magic. And then I can mask the way something appears to a paladin's divine sense as well.
Yeah, so you can stop the aura of good and evil as well as just magical auras. It's pretty cool spell. It just doesn't have as I use it all over dungeons to hide things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I am going to cast it upon the wand and give Winston a confused look. Sir, this wand doesn't appear to be magical at all.
Oh, what on earth do you mean? I've been using that wand for 20 years.
He'll hand it back to him. Cast detect magic and see for yourself.
Very well, I shall do precisely that. He'll take out a spell book from inside his he has a a bandolier of kind of equipment, different tools, and he's got even like some grenades and other incendiaries strapped to his waist. He also has his spell book. He pulls it out and he starts to ritually cast detect magic. Well, I'll be damned. All right, boy.
What are we going
What's
to
become
do?
of this thing? He starts like smacking it, like when the remote doesn't work.
What are we going to do now?
Do you have a spare?
No, I didn't know I was supposed to bring one, sir.
Right. Oh, goodness. Well, I have to go and buy... Oh, the show starts in 5 minutes. Can't do this thing without my illusions. Well, I don't have time myself. I have to prepare these black powder kegs. But you, boy, you go to the back and discuss with El Jefe. See if he will give you, or maybe one of the other acts can loan you their arcane instrument. Yes.
Okay, I'll handle everything, Winston. Don't worry about it.
Good. Wonderful. Oh, good thing they sent an intern today, huh?
As I walk past, I am going... I've been seeing him checking all the kegs, right? The powder kegs?
Yes.
The ones that he's already checked, I don't know how many there are that he's already done. Or if he's done them all.
Yeah, he's done all of them already. You think he's double checking them to try and make them explode?
Okay. How many are there?
There are 12.
Okay. On I guess 4, because I only have 4 sorcery points left. I'm going to cast Infestation on the wicks to have them chew away at the
Okay. So you're destroying the fuse, okay?
Yeah, for 4 of them. And I'll say,
Okay.
well, Pregordium, the linchpin of all plans, you've done it again. And he walks away, very, very chuffed with himself. And he keeps the magic wand.
Okay. You take Winston's wand and you walk out of there, never to be seen again. All right. Well, while you're doing so, while the bedazzled bros are turfed out on their asses, and while Epta searches through the big top to try and find the whimsical Winston, Gideon has found his way into a courtyard, one that was hidden away behind high wooden walls, in the center of which is a bright blue tent. This is where our battle map comes in.
Oh.
This entire plan has been intense.
Oh.
Still invisible, I will look around and see if I see any obvious traps. Or any kind of traps, really.
That's the best one of the night.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. 14.
14. It doesn't look like there are any traps.
I will slowly start to walk towards the tent. Kind of peer my head inside.
So you peek your head inside the small tent, and beyond is a warded, airlocked space. Inside is a long trestle table that rests on top of a fine, almost Arabian-style rug. Set all about the room are glowing orbs lit by what you believe to be continual flame spells. There are several containers, one crate, a few footlockers and wardrobes, a barrel, as well as some comfortable-looking leather-cushioned chairs set in front of a table. But most interestingly, at the very end of the room, furthest away from the entrance to the tent, rests a bookcase on which there are mounted many a book and scroll. Resting in front of the bookcase is a peculiar beast, a boar. On its back is ridged with hair, and from its mouth curl violent tusks. But what makes this boar special is none other than a pair of feathered wings that sprout from its ridged spine. It looks as though someone has blessed this creature with flight.
So does he look hostile?
He's asleep.
I see.
Arrgh.
I will continue to stay invisible, and I'm going to carefully sneak my way to the back.
Roll
I'll
me a
stop
stealth
right here,
check.
look around. Oh, okay. Do. Oh, that's bad. That's a 9.
That's a
Yeah,
Wait,
9.
since I'm
Advantage
invisible, do I
'cause
get
you're
advantage?
You do, yes.
Oh, cool.
Ooh,
Hooray!
thank goodness.
Not much better. 13.
13, a little bit better.
Okay, so as you step in, the reason why I made you roll a check is because your foot catches on a hair-thin wire in front of the tent's mouth.
No.
As your foot touches the wire, it rings a bell in the corner. But you catch yourself just before you really set off the alarm. And so only a few little chimes ring through the room. You watch as the boar rolls over in its sleep, continues to lay dormant.
Okay, I'm gonna walk a little bit more.
Strike
walk a
one.
little bit more.
Break one.
And from where I am, can I read any of the titles on the books?
Yeah, you would be able to read the spines of the books. Most of the books seem to be books related to the art of cooking.
I see. Is there dust on the books or on the bookshelf?
No, it's clean. Someone uses this often, and they move around constantly in this business.
Hmm. Okay. In that case, I will. I kind of think I want to use some magical tinkering. I want to create an object that sounds just like the bell I just heard.
Okay.
And I want to throw that. I'll probably like pick up. I'm guessing there's like a rock or something lightweight nearby.
Yeah, you could pick up a loose article on one of the tables or something.
I want to pick that up, put some magical tinkering on it, throw it outside the tent, and make it sound like I had already left.
Right. Roll me a improvised thrown weapon attack. You just use your dexterity. So it's a flat dex check to see if you
Come on,
effectively
Gideon.
throw it outside the door.
Flat decks, come through, come through. Alright. Ability check?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Let's go! That's
So
a
you-
19?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
19.
toss the ringing. We'll say you threw a quill outside the front of the tent, And as you do, the boar snarls. And its wings flap and it flies up and out of the tent.
Great. I have like 5 seconds. And I walk over quickly and I try to find the book I'm looking for.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Alright, if ever I need a good investigation check, it would be now. Well then, that's a 16.
Okay, with your 16, you start flicking through books, and then you finally find a black leather-faced book that has marked on the front cover 2 golden L's.
I think I found it. I'll skim through it super quick to see if I see any other identifying features.
Yeah. 1 pinch of pepper, 1 mini Mario, bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Well, I think this is it. And I want to kind of like hide it in my jacket somehow so it's also invisible, so I'm not just carrying it out.
Yep. Okay.
And can I look around to see if I see anything else that looks pilferable?
Sure. You can roll me a perception check.
Yeah. That's a 7.
The only thing of interest that you can spot from your cursory look around the room is this large unfurled sheet of paper that rests in the middle of the table. It is none other than a star chart, one which lists all of the remaining locations on the Cirque de Glacé's tour of realm space.
Ah.
Yes.
I want
mind if I
to.
do.
Yeah, I kind of want to go and take it, but I also want to like eye it just in case something bad happens. Like take like mental pictures. But while I'm doing that, I'm also like scrolling it up as well.
Okay, so you're filling it up, looking at it, and then you slip it into your jacket pocket again. Yeah, and then you can bolt out of there. As you do, you see the space one is kind of like flying around in the water, and then it realizes it can't breathe, so it tries to go back inside the room. Now there's a wet pig that kind of rushes past you, panting because it was drowning itself.
Poor little piggy. I kind of want to take him with us, but he looks like trouble, so I want to keep going. Do.
You
Club the
make your
pig
way
and drag it out.
Club the pig and drag it out. Hey, that was certainly an option, but you know, the pig remains in its place.
The pig
All right.
remains.
Pig remains. Ugh. Okay, well, the Bedazzle brothers remain turfed. What does the future hold for our 2 troublemakers?
The ground is so comfortable underwater. I've been dancing so much, my spine is giving me troubles.
You should really join my morning calisthenic group.
I should.
Oh.
You'll show me. You'll show me how to, right?
Yes, but we'll have to get you a leotard. Oh.
Only if it's be-tentacled. Do you think the rest of them are pulling off things quite as fabulously as we are?
Well, I can't imagine they would do it as well as we. But
It's difficult.
I think we had enough, buns in the oven that something will bake.
Yes, I agree. I believe we've done the most by far.
We've certainly carried more than our fair share.
Yes. Truly the Morse code. That was next level.
It was brilliant. I've never even heard of it.
Why were you sitting here in the dirt? Why?
The sand is like a recliner.
We should get away from here and wait for our companions. he'll pull out his little figurine, his panther figurine, and toss it. Rex Panther, I summon you! Bolts of lightning come through the water, just and his sunglasses.
Let me in.
All right, they'll waddle over or swim over and then swim onto the I don't know how water physics work. Okay, we get on the panther. And the panther
we get on the panther and he runs away.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he doggy paddles away. He's like, oh.
Yep. The Bedazzled Bros ride away into the sunset. They're so
Mission
far as they're
accomplished.
concerned, there we go. Mission accomplished. But in the meantime,
Success.
things seem like they're about to take their ugliest turn. Epta, as you make your way into the secret tunnel, not secret tunnel, but the tunnel through which the acts are introduced, the show begins to start. Lights from the top of the big tent shine down, and none other than the king, Chad Razorbeak, introduces the Cirque de Glacé to the crowd. Though, for those of you who remember its previous iteration, its tone is far different. It is no longer the subtle, beautiful, interpretive
Work of art.
display that it once was. It's now a spectacle of tacky grandeur and pomp. At which moment, Epka, your biggest nightmare confronts you. The tamed animals are released from their cages, and they come rushing down the tunnel towards you.
It's now or never. Oh, John, we can't hear you.
That you're muted.
Can't hear you, John.
Okay, so it's only a singular hole, so there's no like way to like duck on the side of it.
Well, you can like hide away from the side of them, but they're like, elephants, saber-toothed tigers. They're running down the corridor out into the main body of the big top.
Oh shit. Yeah, I know. I'll try to find a.
Is there a very
Is it
tiny
yours, please?
kitten that's also running at him?
Yeah, that's the most terrifying of all. He's like, ah!
Epta would just try to go into like a little crevice and let the animals pass.
So
Try to
you're
be-
hiding.
Make himself as small as possible.
Yeah, you duck into the fetal position. They rampage past you, and as they exit, the first barrage of pyrotechnics is released. A stream of like burning red spray comes out of the end of the tunnel, and Winston kind of like shakes his fists in delight at
Only
his
half.
first display going off without
Okay.
a hitch. Yeah, so the first one is fine.
Okay, so I could deduce from the happy gif with all the explosions, he might be the pyrotechnics guy. Might be.
Yes, obvious.
Okay, cool. And is this happening above me, or is it just like him barreling down?
It's behind you currently. Yeah.
Okay. And is there any way to go underneath, or is this like ground floor?
No, it's all ground level. It's a totally like flat plane from the start of the tunnel to the end.
What if
Okay.
he uses a vent?
It's just a tunnel is just a really big vent.
if you think about
So
it.
he has like
Yeah.
expertise in anything that he needs to do here.
Yeah, that's
In
what-
any self-contained space.
Okay. Shoot. As far as the pyrotechnics are being shot out, is it like through a tiny cone, or is it through like a? Is it just through those barrels?
So he's set the barrels up now. They're not in the corner with him, but all of his fuses are right. He's got all the fuses set, and is currently using these barrels. So the first barrel was set up in such a way where it would just like spray out these bright red sparks from the mouth of the barrel over the top of the tunnel.
Okay, that definitely changes plans a bit, but let's see if it works. I'll like to get closer to him.
Okay. You get closer.
Okay. And while he's not paying attention, I like to position myself back and in a corner, and with the littlest bit of water, I like to shape water onto one of the fuses.
Okay. So he lights a spark. What's going on? I checked this just a minute ago.
Okay.
And he takes his fingers and he checks it. What? He looks up. Is the tent leaking? I was assured it wouldn't get wet.
Okay. So, is he going over to the barrel to check it?
Yeah, he goes further down the line to try and find a portion of the fuse.
No. I'm going to dry the fuse using shape water, and as soon as he tilts the barrel at a certain angle, sort of like at the tent area, Epka is going to use a firebolt, just sort of like hitting in his hands, just to set off the explosion himself.
Where are you aiming at on the barrel? Are you aiming at the barrel, or are you aiming at the fuse?
The fuse. Well, it'll take a while for the. No, yeah, it has to be through the fuse. Otherwise,
okay,
it wouldn't
Like
be
the
as
very
settled.
top of the fuse.
Yeah, right at the end of the fuse. Because if you aim at the barrel, you'll just explode the barrel and kill Winston.
Yeah, no. That's I'm intending for it to shoot out of the barrel, and that will be the cause of the fire.
Okay, all right. So yeah, he's walked over to the barrel. He's like trying to strike the fuse as he tries to shake out any water that he thinks is inside it. And you cast Firebolt. Roll me a attack roll using your Firebolt to see if you hit or you miss.
Let's go. Oh shit! It's doing that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well, the 10. You miss the fuse, and the Firebolt catches on the kind of like what's the word I'm looking for here? He's wearing a sash around his waist, and also like a strongman's leotard, and the sash sets on fire. Oh, well, how did that? I must have missed.
I turned invisible.
Yeah, he starts trying to like put out the ribbon.
And he's distracted by that, right?
Yes.
And is the barrel still kind of like adjusted awkwardly, or is it?
It's totally like off center at this point.
Oh. Let's try that again.
Okay. Ooh. You fire another firebolt.
Yeah.
Okay, and that time, you do manage to hit, because that was a 19 on the roll, which I believe equates to 26. A 26. Yep. So the 26, the very end of the fuse, right next to the barrel, lights up and shoots out, and this barrel has been primed to essentially release a spray of bright yellow and blue fireworks, but instead of firing up as they were intended to, just like kind of missing the tent, they fire down, setting the pews on fire, which panics people who are sitting in them, who start screaming and run away.
Visible run away. That's 8 side points, by the way. I'm down.
Okay.
Oh.
And with that, Epta, I believe we will come back next session to see what the fate of the Cirque de Glacé is after you set its stands on fire.
Well, I might as well stay and
Literally.
enjoy the new show while I wait for the group to regroup. Why not?
Oh
sick
my
of the
God.
pews.
You probably caught him sniffing like, something smells like it's cooking. Oh, it's me.
Smell cooked blueberries.
I've
There you
been
go.
Professor Snaked.
All right. Well, thank you all for attending once again. We appreciate each and every single one of you for coming along. Hopefully we can see you all again next week. If not, make sure to catch up on the YouTube when those videos are released. Shout outs to Foxagon. As always, the soft boys will make an appearance just for you.
Shout out to Nasir for Keep Cocked Out.
For Keith Cocktail, there you go. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
Fox is here.
Yeah, he's here. That's why I shout
Oh,
out.
that was good.
You know, he missed Ragongar's appearance
Oh,
though.
he
which,
did? Oh, man.
yeah, I don't think he was here earlier. You'll have to go back and watch Foxy to see how your boy manifests in this world. So. Okay. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Spelljammer: Tears of the Moon.
Yeah.